Hey, everybody, welcome. We are in episode 40, the big 4-0 of our homebrewed. Yeah, Lost Mine of Phandelver. Yeah. After being gone for a few weeks, it's been a minute. Unless you're watching this later, in which case it's been literally the next one.
Yeah, that's could have been seconds late.
Yeah, but we had some scheduling issues. It's springtime, so we know next year, a calendar year from now, that we're gonna have to know spring is coming, and we're gonna set for our schedule.
Kind of like winter is coming.
Yeah, well, because this is right after our first year, that our anniversary coming across for one whole year. We kind of now know kind of our annual schedule and how that works. So welcome everyone back. Unfortunately, we will be off of this game again next week for our last scheduled problem. I don't know what we're going to play next week, but we might be able to get to Mike's game or not. It really depends on everyone's schedule because it's a kind of a scheduled problem with the spring and
on life.
Yeah, but I know after that it pretty much settled down for a while.
Graduations are coming.
I appreciate our group flexibility anyway. So.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're older and have more responsibility. When you're like 19 or 16, you're gonna have a lot of free time. Not so much anymore. So it's been a long adventure. One that started out a year ago this week when a group of novice adventurers were directed to a tiny basement where a few rats were causing some issues. Who would have known that the 5 of you, later the 6 of you, I got you, Zach, would become the heroes Phandelver needed. And despite the many attempts from Clark, the Red Brand, Glassstaff, Were-Rats, King Grohl, and Cryovane, you're all standing here today, which just goes to show I need to get up my game. I got to up this up. So
You've never even killed one.
I know. I mean, what's up with that? That's okay. But it's been a few weeks, so let's just kind of do a reminder of what happened. So if you're one of the ones who didn't watch this in the future, where some other groups had to wait a couple weeks, I'm sure you might appreciate this. So previously, Wave Echo Cave has been known as a magical place where the great Spellforge was used to craft legendary weapons. It had been lost for hundreds of years after an invading band of orcs raided the caverns. No one knew what happened after the invasion, but the location of the cavern faded from memory to become legend. Legend, wait for it. Gundren had been searching for the cave and entranced by the thought of such a prize. Somewhere in Neverwinter, he discovered an old complex map. He sent word to his 2 brothers, Thardan and Nundro, asking them to meet him in Phandelver. Gundren set out with Sildar to join his brother with the intention to claim Wave Echo Cave. You kind of thought it was going to be easy. Not so much. To fund the expedition, Gundren negotiated bringing supplies to Phandelver, and almost as an afterthought, asked you all, well, most of you anyway, to follow with those supplies. And perhaps by the luck of Tymora, or with Kalimvor's protection, or Ilmater's compassion, your path had led you up and down the Triboar Trail, deep into the Neverwinter woods and to the peak of the Icespire. You learned the true nature of Wave Echo Cave, and the Spellforge was a place to summon demons, and the map you had was only part of the answer to its location.
It's quite the game of telephone to change from demon summoning circle to, it makes items. Oh.
And so after saving Phandelver countless times, you agreed to one last adventure to hopefully bring peace to Phandelver once and for all and stop the threat posed by the mysterious creature called the Spider.
Dun, dun, dun.
You came to the platform Colin said was called Tamor's Observatory. It was supposed to reveal the location of lost places, but it turned out to be a complex magical device with a sinister trap. Using the observatory would summon the aspect of Inagu, the evil god of the Knolls. Thankfully, your friend Colin, thanks Colin, along with Degneg, Quellen, Jorlins, and let's not forget Scoot, came racing in to warn you all. Colin had used the library within Tresender Manor to decode the symbol on the map. Thus, armed with the power of knowledge, Colin volunteered to activate the observatory. Degneg guarded Jorlins, Gundren, and Scoot. outside the platform, and with Quellen's aid, you set out to defend Colin from whatever came through the portal. Colin started the ritual to activate the observatory, and the demonic aspect of Yinago arrived. It's almost like foreshadowed.
Dairy.
The beast, armed with his floating flail and the ability to drain life of its foes, faced off against the heroes of Phandelver. Yes. The one fiend rampaged across the circle, pummeling your party, and you all fought bravely. But it was Gishar who was the hero of the day. Using his monk's ability to stunning. You're stunning. He struck home, and the aspect was frozen for just a mere second. That's all it takes. But every second counts. Quellen seized the opportunity. Her small, motherly halfling frame appeared behind the stunned aspect, drove her weapon into the beast, and returned it to the 422nd layer of the abyss. Colin finished the ritual on the observatory, a pink dome. With the map of the region cast across it, its surface appeared. Colin used mental magic to spin the map around until there, for everyone to see, was the location of Wave Echo Cave. And there's where we are at. This is where we're going to start.
Finnis is also unconscious on the floor right now, I believe.
Out.
Gishar is standing over top of him.
All right.
If we're not in initiative or anything.
We are not in initiative. Everything has ended. Your spell effects could be finished, so we can get rid of those things as well.
That is the first thing that I wanted to do, was basically get a healing potion and pour it into his face. Well, down his throat.
All right.
Splash shit on his face.
From below, you can hear Hemo yell, "Hello!"
I'm not dead yet. Still alive. I'm a ways down. How far down?
You're like
How far
50
down
feet down
am
there,
I?
aren't you?
Quellen makes her roll, and she hears, "Who does number 2 work for?" Okay.
Finnis, did you have a healing potion on you?
I did, yes.
Gishar ruffles through your stuff quickly to grab your healing potion out, and then he'll pour it down your throat.
Fantastic.
Sweet. All right.
So you go ahead and roll. You know what size it was and what it did.
Jamo, for a second, I want to point out, if you click on any of your icons and you hit the little expansion for the little things you can add, there's a whole ton more in there now.
Oh, nice.
You can see you have different things like levels of exhaustion and all kinds of stuff. So
roll 20 upgrade, huh?
Yeah. No, I added them all.
New mini packs.
What do we do?
If you open up the art markers,
Oh.
so if you click on your marker and below you have a little dot thing, if you open that up, instead of just having a few things, you have a whole host of new markers in there. So if you become sick into whatever, you have the right marker now instead of just trying to pick something random. And these are all official D&D ones.
So this looks like
Chemo is empty gas tank.
Yeah, Gishar's like $1 Million Man right now with his super duper fast running. He's gonna literally just run around in circles for a minute.
All right.
That's what this icon means.
Yeah, Ek runs to the edge where Hemo is. How far down is he? I don't remember.
I believe it was 50 feet.
Yeah, that's what I remember. But you have a rope with grappling hook already attached.
Yeah, if it's 50 feet, I will do a unfortunately practiced motion at this point and attach my grappling hook to 50 feet of silken rope, cast Mage Hand, and
it goes 30 feet.
The Mage Hand goes 30 feet. Yeah, that is.
So it must have not been that practiced.
Well, you could climb up part of the way. Look, there's like a ledge down here.
Was.
Do we have any rope that I don't know if you can attach a grappling hook to a rope.
Can I attach it midway? Could I get the grappling hook to land at 30
There's a
feet?
ledge down here.
It looks pretty rocky over there, you know. I think you should be able to attach it midway and climb up to 30 feet. And then
Fortuna
I can climb up to 30
walks
feet.
over, wind swirling around her hand, and touches Ek. Just go get him.
Just shoves him
Just go
right
get
off
him.
the edge.
Bring him up.
You're going to cast fly on him?
Yeah.
All right.
The edge. Yeah. All right.
I'm
I'm coming, and he'll fly down.
All right.
Careful.
Unfortunately, she actually didn't cast that spell. She was messing with you, and you will take.
Ah,
That sounds
I
That sounds
reach
more
out
like
and try
wrath.
to
I don't
catch-
know.
Go get
I
him.
reach out to catch Eck.
In the afterlife.
If I ever have this spell, I'm going to call it Shazam, so I can just go jump off the side. Shazam! All right. So, Ek, you go ahead and fly down as you see Hemo down there contemplating life as he stares at his grappling hook and rope.
30 feet up.
What you should do is
Not
go
nearly.
grab the grappling
No, I
hook
could
and fly it
technically.
back up. And then
You
hook
see,
it up.
I'm hammering a piton into the stone and attaching a climber's kit. I'm gonna have to anchor myself to the wall before I can mage hand the other 30 feet. It's a process, but I can
Nice.
do it.
All right. You see Ek come down. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I fly down next to it. You can climb if you want, but I can just bring you back up. Might be easier.
I look up, I look at the rope, I look down at the spot where I just got launched off, and I say, I think it'll be easier to just fly. I pried a piton out of the wall and put it all back in my pockets. And
Fortuna's
reach
looking
one
at
arm
it.
out
Yes, it's
towards
worth it.
Eck.
Get the fuck up here.
And I'll kind of
right.
just like put my hands under his armpits and fly up.
X shows up like Homelander.
Yeah.
And
A
then,
little less menacing.
and then he uses his
Or
eye beam to
are
literally
you?
kill everyone on the
Yeah.
platform.
A real
Oh, no.
heel turn. End of the campaign.
You can put me down now.
All right, yeah, I'll fly up.
Eckenlander.
Set you.
He's landing right
Ecka
now.
has landed.
I'm just gaining nicknames at this point.
All right.
I'll land.
When you're
set
ever
you down
flying
there.
now, I'm going to refer to you as Eckenlander.
You're mostly just gaining suffixes, actually.
Yeah.
Eckenhart.
Okay.
Yes.
So the rest of you come up. Meantime, and meanwhile, you hear the yelling of a woman's voice from below. You see that Jorlins is coming up, racing up the side of the platform after seeing what's happened, followed immediately by Degneg. And she's just kind of yelling in concern and running up, and Degneg is running right behind her. What are you guys going to do? You see Colin looking up at the dome of light, and he says, "Oh, so do we have it? Did you record where it is?"
Oh, Sharp runs back. He looks at his map, pulls out his map, and he'll actually write down on his map, this piece of paper that he's got, where exactly the thing shows.
All right.
Yes, I have it.
You will
Can
see
I
it
try?
right here, and I will bring it up on the map here. So you can see it. You can see right here that here is the Wave Echo Cave. Right.
Whoa.
Right here. Boom. You all
be
are
well
about. You all are about right here right now. In the
We're so
mountains,
close.
like by the eye right there. The eyes have it. So that's where you're at, and your cart is still over here
Maybe.
that you last left.
If there's
And-
any other landmarks nearby, he'll kind of try to, on the magic map, he'll try to draw those in a little bit.
Well, if you'll notice that both of these hillsides are there, so you know you're kind of going to be in a vale area running through it. And you also know, because you've been through this area before, that the lands down here to the south are very harsh and rugged compared to the more of the hills. So these hills tend to be more rugged areas, more like the Badlands that we talked about before.
But we've also walked through that area a few times, I think, or at least like in the vicinity, and
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
You haven't
So that's
seen
why
it,
I'm
yeah.
like, if I could get any, if he's like zooming in and moving around with his fancy map, I'll draw
All
whatever
right.
I can.
You go ahead and record the location of that map.
Could Hemo attempt to just look in the direction that the cave would be and see if there's any like bad weather or any sort of huge things that we could see out off in that direction?
Give me a survival check.
So like Ghostbusters, we're checking for the storm on the
Yeah.
building.
Could I use my Cloak of Ports to give me advantage on checks to know direction or weather conditions?
Absolutely.
It does sound
Hey.
appropriate.
It's coming in handy.
I took it off that guy with the plate mail, that holy champion from Neverwinter. I think the color suits me. Here's I guess survival, but at advantage. 15.
Yep. You absolutely got it. Oh, I cleared your map by mistake. Let me bring that back up. That was my fault.
So like I don't see any like obvious impediments to our getting there. Obviously, I don't think I could see the door from here, but does it look like we'll have to hike or climb or?
Well, your survival tells you that it's that looking at the map and what the land that you've gone through before, that it's going to be it's a land of harsh rises and falls in that area. So it's very possible that you may have to do some climbing, but also it could be in a ravine somewhere. It could be. It's actually supposedly a mine. So I mean, it's going to be in the ground. So you're not sure exactly. That's what you find out. But looking in that general direction, you see a dark storm beginning to well up far to the west, maybe too far beyond it, maybe closer to Phandelver, rolling in from the ocean. It's pretty common. It's happened. You've already been through storms before. There's no necessity for it to be an alarm, but it looks like you might be getting some inclement weather sometime
Then we will
soon.
fight in the dark.
All right.
Which I like better.
Yeah.
I would prefer to fight in the dry, but if it suits you, I have no complaints.
Blender, are
Plus-
you okay?
Colin looks up. He looks back. He has a red face. His eyebrows are completely burnt off. Part of his hair is slightly charred.
Oh no.
Part of his tunic is slightly burnt away. And he looks back and he's like, well, I felt better before.
It's fair.
As he turns away, you see the dome just go boom and collapse.
Whoa! Oh, well, good that we recorded it.
Well, you don't want to fight him again?
Quick, save your
Wouldn't be
game.
my first choice. No.
No, I think that's a once a day kind of thing.
The once in a lifetime kind of a thing.
That's plenty.
Like wrestling a dragon.
I'm sure we could do better the second time. We got more strategy, right?
As these guys are just chatting about it, Gashar sits down and actually starts taking notes about the experience with what the demon looked like and all of his tactics.
Exactly. Unfortunately, this realm is governed by an artificial intelligence that will record your moves and counteract them. All right. So given that, Colin is feeling very bad right now. Jorlins comes up to Eckankar and she kind of lunges at you a little bit and grabs you by the arm and then kind of gives you a hug and tells you that she's happy you are all right. She was afraid. That was the most frightening thing she's ever seen in her life.
He's still actually like floating a little bit.
Yeah.
Now he's just floating a little
Gonna
bit
take her
more.
like Superman and give her the ride.
Yeah. I'll put our arm around her shoulder.
You're like
Arm around her, be like, yes, that was quite terrifying. If I didn't have all my friends, I don't know what would have happened. And then he'll, as she's holding him, fly her and him over to Colin and
Nice.
lay on hands on Colin.
Nice.
You got her on one arm and you got
Jorlin's in your arm.
Yep, Jorlin's in arm, lay on hands.
Nice. Go for it.
Healing him for the remainder of my 10.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
now
I
up
see
to
him.
11.
Wow.
Yeah,
when do we lay on hands?
He had 1 hit point left.
Jeez.
The fireball blast when the aspect of
Remember,
Unigo
Gashar
exploded.
ducked out of the way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gashar was between him and the demon. He
Gashar
ducked.
was blocking him, and he's like, "Nope." Why wasn't knocked him? Well, hits him square in the face. I was a little frightened before because I was like, maybe you killed him. That'd be bad. All right. Degnag walks over and he says, "I am sorry I missed the confrontation. I am pleased that you all made it well and not alive."
Us too.
Yes, no, you did an important job protecting them out there.
I'm
Yes.
gonna heal myself a bit too with some cure wounds. There's oh, that's not very good. I'm gonna do another one. Just pop my 2/3 levels and get from being not dead anymore.
All right. As you do so, you Finnis. You see a cat come running up and zigzagging between your legs.
Hello, Scoot.
Oh,
I have a second wind. I'll take that.
I have cure wounds as well.
Yes, where's Flander? I remember he was quite hurt.
That's better.
Yeah, Flanders is looking hurt, and he's also looking severely Tuckered.
Dehydrated.
By the way, Flander, the energy that we were pressing against the back kind of gave way, and you almost fell back a little bit as as soon as Colin took that fire blast and you saw the creature explode, the energy behind you kind of gave way, so you can now move either out or into the circle.
No, but he can barely get onto his feet. See,
Okay.
We should set up.
I'll excuse me. I'm gonna go help my friend, and I'll fly over to you and cast Cure Wounds on you.
I cast Cure Wounds as well. 16
8.
points back to you.
okay.
And another
Okay. Well,
9.
before you do that, I've my current max is reduced.
Yeah, the creature reduces maximum.
Yeah. Yeah. So much as I appreciate all the healing, it might be wasted because
What's your maximum now?
We must rest.
my current maximum is 22.
Oh, then you should be fine.
You're good to go. You're a 7th level character. You're maxed out. Let's go. All right. Degnag looks at the rest of you, and he says, "That was well fought. I am very, very proud of all of you."
Oh, thank you.
And Gunrin's like, "You've done well. I can't wait to find me brothers."
Well, like literally can't wait, or could it wait a night? What time is it?
It is in the evening now. You were fighting in the evening, I believe. If not, we'll say that's the case. If we were wrong, it's been 3 weeks. But yeah, we'll say it's in the evening still.
I'm pretty
do we
sure.
think more gnolls are coming? We might need to run now.
I would like to leave this place, if nothing else, to avoid this treacherous landscape.
Degnag
Get
says,
somewhere more solid.
Degnag says, "Yes, those have been sighted here before, and I see you've done your work to eliminate some of them, but they do run wild in this land."
I know we're hurt, but I think we need to move with all haste to get out of here.
Not too much haste.
Not too much haste, but
All right, where do you guys want to go? You want to leave this? You want to leave the summoning circle in the area, the platform, of course. But is there a specific place you're heading to?
We did camp west of here just to recover before coming to this thing.
You did.
Perhaps we should go right back to that site since we knew it was safe last time we were there.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's probably the best because the carts are probably too far away to just get to.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be a good part of a day to get back to those carts. If you can do it, of course. Let me bring up the map and we'll take a look at the area map again.
Those gnolls seem like quite the trackers. Once we get into camp, we should check it to make sure that they haven't found the place.
Bring up a good point.
Seems like they would be the kind of creatures to hide in our own tents for us to come back.
All right, so here you are in the mountains. You're roughly about here, and so you're roughly about maybe 7 miles away from the Mountains Toe Mine. If you think you can make it there, you're heavily injured though. The problem you run into is if you do run into a random encounter or those gnolls on the road, you guys might be in trouble. But it's up to you. It's only 7 miles. Degnag says, "Yes, I believe this late at night there may be gnoll activity in this part, but we are also very good at tracking and traveling through the night." Quellen goes, "Oh, some of us are." And she kind of, Quellen gives Gashar a little look, like a little smile. "Oh, you doing all right there, dear son?"
He smiles back.
"Okay then, all right. Well, you sure did a good job with that stun. That's very I was very impressed with it." Yes. "Oh, you just keep practicing." All right. So what do you guys want to do?
How far away was our camp from the other night?
About an hour
before
away.
we came here.
I think it was about an hour.
I say we take the shorter journey to the place we were. We've already scoped that out.
Yes, it seems we also have enough to set up a good watch.
You still have the hut?
I still have the hut.
You have enough spell slots for it?
I do.
How many can fit in there? Because we got a lot more people now.
Yeah. The hut is a second or third level spell.
It's a third level.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you able to see out of the hut?
You are able to see out of the hut. You're able to
Okay.
hear everything outside of the hut. They just can't see or hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know the first two people you want to really guard is Jorlins and Scoot.
Scoot takes precedence in all aspects.
Yeah, 9 creatures, medium size or smaller, can fit inside.
All right, there's 6 of you, but I believe you have Quellen, Degneg, Gundren, and Quellen, Degneg, Gundren, and Jorlins. There's 4, so that's
additional,
10
plus the cat.
plus the cat. You travel the hour to the spot you had previously staked out. It didn't take you long. You kind of knew that even at night, with the signs, with Degneg for sure leading the way, and you pointing out where you're going to go, he seemed to find your campsite that you had pretty easily with your directions. You reach up to you see you're kind of overlooking a little bit of a ledge. You have to climb up about a 10-foot cliffside to kind of get to the spot where you're tucked into, which you think at least will stop wandering creatures to stumble across your location. You're able to set up camp however you choose.
I feel like a few of us could perhaps take sleep outside just fine. Keep an eye on each other. Do a normal watch. Since we won't all fit in the hut.
Ek is more than fine to stay outside and sleep out of the hut.
You want to be cautious though, because you'll get in a state of exhaustion if you sleep in your armor.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be sleeping in my armor.
Okay.
Gashar will stay. He'll do a watch. He'll take a rest as well.
All right. So Gashar and
Gashar only needs to transfer 4 hours, so he can take a watch, make it a lot quicker.
Okay, so you're gonna stay outside?
Yeah,
Hemo?
yeah. I'll take a 4-hour watch and then sleep for another 4.
Okay. So all right, cool. All right, the night passes uneventfully. And the next day you will rise a little bit later because you obviously didn't get here till late at night, sleeping your full 8 hours and doing your rest. You perform your morning rituals and restore some of your
meditation.
Yeah. Finnis, I believe you restore yours. You do a ritual before you go to sleep.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
before bed.
All right.
So you can pop your max hit points back up, everyone.
All right, everyone's back up. If you had any levels of exhaustion, you could lose 1 level.
Are you back to normal, Blender?
I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
All right, Flander has restored his life. All right.
And Flanders' calves have never looked better. That's some high intensity interval training.
Man,
All right.
kind of gets up. Oh, I feel like I've been dead for 3 days. I wonder what time it is.
All right. So revitalized, you can see up in the distance from where you're at, not too far. You in the morning as you wake up, you kind of go to the edge and kind of do a scout around, and you can notice off your peripheral vision that the high ice spire peaks, and you got to recall the fact that you had just traveled that not too long ago. And it brought you right back to this,
Any dragons
location.
flying around those peaks?
You don't see any, no.
A undead cryovane running around.
Yeah, you took his head. He'd be
Out
headless.
ahead, yeah.
And
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah, he'd just be a bunch of claws.
Well, okay, so you could do a skeleton.
Yeah, you could, in some way.
Yeah.
All right. So you've had breakfast. Quellen has made a morning stew. She's quite the cook. And so she's made food for everybody. And as you each arise and wake up, she feeds each of you. Oh, here you go. Oh, don't go hungry. We have some traveling to do.
Thank you, Quellen.
This is good
Many
recipe.
thanks.
Where did you learn this recipe?
Oh, Gishar, you should learn by now that you just don't ask questions.
But I do. I ask lots of questions.
Oh, well, maybe sometime you and I can get together and we can talk about it and maybe play some cards.
Oh. Okay.
They're funsies.
If we survive Wave Echo Cave.
Degnag looks over and goes, I don't. What? He clearly doesn't understand what you and Quellen are talking about. But he does enjoy the stew he's eating. He's just kind of slurping up very loud. He eats that kind of stuff. I won't make too many gross noises into the mic, but
Fortuna leans over to Degnag. Do not ever play cards with her. Especially you with your poker face.
Degnag, I shall remember that. Thank you. Gundren says, I cannot wait to get my hands on that wave Echo Cave.
Yashar stands up. Shall we does some stretches? Move out.
When you do that, you can see that Degnag stands up and he is going to stand in front of. He's gonna step in front of Flander. And he kind of looks down at Flander. Apparently, in whatever configuration you're in, he feels like Flander's the one who's kind of the most put aside from the rest of the group. When he looks over and he says, Elf, I must warn you, your friend, your dwarf, does not feel up to the task for this mission. You should not send him. We should not take him with you.
What?
You think not?
He kind of looks around and you see Degnag turns over his shoulder, and there you see Gundren kind of putting on his armor awkwardly, putting his hat on, kind of fixing it. Kind of bends over and part of his shoulder, the spaldron, is it pauldron or spaldron?
You see Finnis walk over in the background to help him put it on.
Yeah, he's kind of adjusting it, and he's like, "Right, can't wait to get my hands on those creatures." And Degnag looks back at you and gives you kind of the look like.
Fortuna's sitting there watching them.
Yeah, he looks hurt.
I don't think he's hurt. I just think he's not very experienced with this adventuring. And
He's a businessman.
meanwhile, Quellen's over there feeding everybody, not paying attention to anything that's going on. Jorlins will walk up to the two of you, and she between Degnag and you, Flander, and she says, what are we talking about? I don't like secrets.
I don't know that Gundren is really any less experienced than I am, and I've come through all right so far. And I fully intend to see this through to the end, and I don't think Degnag would want to be excluded.
I don't think you should take the dwarf with you. I believe he will be a hindrance to you.
And I don't want to have him killed if we're still to be paid.
Jorlins looks over and says, well, we should probably see if Eckankar has anything to say of this, as she immediately wants to include him in the conversation. And Degnag looks over at her and says, yes, perhaps you should go find your mate and bring him here. And she looks at him like, okay. She kind of gives him that off-putting thing like, what? Okay. And she comes walking over, and she walks over to you, Jorlins, walks over to Eckankar, and she looks and she says, your not so well-spoken orc friend there says that he doesn't think that this one here, she kind of nudges and makes an innuendo toward the dwarf, should be going along with you.
The guy behind you. Don't look.
Yeah.
Armor.
Right. He looks over at Flander. Is Flander give me the go ahead to come into this conversation?
I will. Yep.
All right. Let me speak with him. I'll walk over.
Gashar is watching now. All these people
Yeah.
kind of walking back and forth as he's having breakfast quietly.
Jorlens walks over next to you, but she doesn't seem like she's going to add a lot to the conversation. She more or less is just with you. And
Degnag, you have something to say?
I don't think that you should take this one with you. He does not look to have the experience to survive in this combat that you will be facing. I have seen that what you have faced, and it looks more deadly than that one dwarf will be able to handle. He'll be invited and he can stay with me at the mine, or I'll be happy to return him to Phandelver with your friends.
I can't deny I feel similarly that he might not be good in a fight, but this is his family. He deserves to at least come. Maybe not be in the fight, but at least be there to see his brothers.
If he would have been with you up on that platform, he would not have survived.
He seemed to have the survival instinct to know not to come on the platform.
Very well. Well, it is your duty to deal with your companions as you see fit. But I thought it would be my place to at least tell you my concerns.
I respect that and I appreciate that, but he's under our protection and we seem to protect each other all right, and we'll do it for him as well.
All right.
At this point, Gashar stands up and says, it should be his choice. Finishes his bowl.
Meanwhile, you see Quellen over there and Gundren are just chatting up a storm about just what's going on. They're just Phandelver, kind of catching up on things.
I'll turn to Flander and be like, Flander, I think I don't know him as well as you all, but I think it's up to you all to discuss if he should come. But I think it is right that he's at least there to see his family.
If I were in his place, I don't think I would want to be left behind. And I would follow unless I was tied in a sack at this point.
Yeah. So
all right.
I guess I'll stay back, and if you guys want to talk to Gundren, yeah.
And the DM left behind Colin because I forgot he was with the group. But he is here. I didn't count
He's
him
still
in,
back
but that's
there.
fine. Yeah. He's sitting there. I just waiting. I'm sitting. He's sitting on the edge. He's up on the platform. He's like.
So I think Hemo borrowed some weaponry to Gundren, right?
Mm-hmm. You gave him armor, and I believe you gave him a sword.
We kind of kitted him out. Honestly.
So yeah, excuse me. Do I see him looking super uncomfortable with that gear?
Yeah, he was having a hard time putting it on.
You would guess that he is not trained in using that type of armor. He's more or less at it. He is more or less a scholar and a cartographer and a business person.
Okay. Hemo will approach Gundren and say, "So, when was the last time you were in a fight?"
He looks over at you and he says, me in a fight. Well, it has been a number of years, but mostly with my brothers. You know how it goes. He kind of gives you that punch in the shoulder, like we're bros.
Yeah, we usually don't do that in our tribes, but yes, of course.
You haven't met my brothers.
Well, what say you do a little bit of a warm up with that sword there? Before we get going, just to make sure we're all
good on ya. So when we meet those devilish fiends, we'll be able to take them out. He draws his weapon. I believe you gave him a sword.
Just a little
right?
bit.
Did you give him a sword? I think you
yes,
gave him
I had a short sword.
Yes. He draws it. Shing. All right.
Fantastic. Are you a sword guy? Would you consider yourself a sword dwarf?
Well, one weapon's as good as another. They all kill things, right? Especially demons.
All right. Well, here. How about this? I'm going to.
Is that magical? The short sword?
No, it's the short sword I picked up off one of the guys we killed in Icefire Peak. One of the
Short sword.
One of the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Reavers?
Yeah, one of the Reavers.
Reavers.
And I take up a stance. I draw my swords. I take up a stance. Take the dodge action and say, "Well, I can take it. How about you go ahead and show me what you got.
Aye, here we go. As you dodge, he swings, and the sword's a little bit. It's not heavy for him, but it's a little bit awkward. He kind of swings it a couple times. See him start swatting around with it.
The pointy end goes in the other man.
Yeah, he kind of swats a little bit more at you. Give me how about a perception will work for this.
Sure.
Finnis notices.
Perception is
We're
bad
watching
here.
for sure.
I'm too focused on dodging this guy's attacks, and I'm like, oh, that's a sloppy one. Oh dear. I don't say this, but
Yeah, he's literally doing the thing where you take the sword and you jump forward, and you're like, it's like he's like trying to jump and slash. And you're for the first time you realize that though the legend of dwarven fighters is rich and deep with lore and history, and that the many cultures of the Sword Coast have proven themselves in battle time and time again. It isn't always the case that everyone is that you run across is a combatant.
not every elf is dexterous. This is fine. But I let him go at it for a little bit. If
he doesn't come close to hitting you. You've got to just move out of the way.
I knock him prone. I try to shove him prone.
Yeah, he kind of falls. He kind of runs forward at you, and you put your foot out, and he just kind of trips over it. And he's like, I should have saw that one coming.
Yeah, well, vision is really, really very quite important in a battle.
He kind of adjusts his helmet a little bit.
Are you sure the armor is worth it? Are you sure the mobility might be better?
I am a bit tired, that's for sure. You think it's definitely weighing him down.
I sit down next to him and help him up. Are you sure you couldn't handle these demons?
Yashar walks over next to you two talking about it, and he says, whatever you decide, it is okay. If you want to go back, we will bring your brothers to you if we find them.
Fortuna walks by. If you come, you will die.
As a fighter, I can't tell you to.
Roll me a persuasion.
I can't let that stop you.
He's like, just so you know.
15.
Yes.
I'm actually pretty good at persuasion.
He looks over at you, kind of when you said that, and he looks down and he looks at the rest of. He sees Colin and Quellen, and I didn't forget Colin this time. He sees Colin and Quellen and Dead Neg over there, and Scoot, and he just kind of gets this kind of deflated look on him on his body. He's like, perhaps I'm not ready to take on these demons as I've seen.
We will be less effective having to watch you and rescue your brothers and stop whatever else is happening. You will, unfortunately, bring us down.
But Gundren, this is what you hired us for. We are here. We help.
Jorlin runs over and kind of puts her hands on his shoulders and leans into him and says, besides, you can help protect us on the way back. And I don't mean that condescendingly or anything. We do. It's quite a journey back. And you know the trail as well as any. And he kind of looks and he kind of looks over at Jorlin's and he kind of gathers a little bit of his pride and he says, I can help you get back. Maybe that'd be best for us. But you must tell me if you find anything about me brothers. They have disappeared and I don't know where they went to. Perhaps they didn't even go to the cave. I don't know. And
whatever we find there, you'll be the first to know.
All right. With that, they're going to take everyone back to the Lost Mine if you want,
including Gundren.
Well, Degneg is going to take whoever wants to go back to Lost Mine, and also will lead anybody back to Phandelver who wants to go back there.
Before they leave, Ek wants to go to Gundren and be like, if we do find your brothers, is there anything you want me to tell them?
I just tell them that I made every effort to find them and that we'll be together soon. All three of us.
Tell me this. Did you beat them up?
It's the brothers. We all beat each other up.
No, but did you beat them up, or
I
did they beat you up?
a little bit of both. You know, we're more.
Well, then more than likely they're dead. We'll find something.
The-
And you see Jordan goes, Fortuna.
Yeah.
Do you not want the truth from us?
Well, to be
Eck will
fair,
turn around and be like, "Why would you say that?
Because it's true.
What's wrong with you?"
We're
wait,
going
hold
to
on.
the
To be
cave
fair,
to
we thought Gundren
confirm
was
it.
dead too, but then he was in the other room.
This is true.
No
Yeah.
one can deny the
He was not
truth of it, but you don't have to be so brutally honest.
So you want me to lie?
I
Colin
didn't
looks
say
over
that.
at you. Colin looks over at you and goes,
They're just more tactful ways of telling him that.
Better that he does not come. Better that he is warned away. Than we are weakened because of
I don't deny that. But
Gundren, don't listen to her. Protect them on their way home. We'll get your brothers.
yeah,
Don't
you've
worry,
got
my
this.
friend. He walks up to you and he walks up and kind of almost walks through you as he takes his fist and he just punches it right through your shoulder. I will make sure that your companions get home safely.
Thank you. Protect her.
So if we could bring him, that would be okay.
He opens his hand. He opens his hand for you.
I'll take him up on that.
The warrior class.
You gonna grab his hand?
Yeah.
You forgot to spit in it
He,
first.
he looks at
Yeah,
as you
you
grab
gotta-
it.
you gotta-
He kind of looks at you and then he kind of does it. But as you grab his hand, he's looking at you like, "What the hell just happened?" Like he kind of looks like he's thinking, well, maybe with the stress of the battle, he just forgot, you know. And he goes, "I feel better." He kind of gives you a slap on the shoulder,
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh no.
and then Quellen goes, "Oh well, I prefer to get back. You know, I have to get back to Carp now. Who knows how long? He's probably missing his mother."
Safe travels.
And Colin walks up and kind of gives you each shake of the hand. Even Fortuna, he kind of gives her a shake of her hand. She says, I'm hoping everything works okay for this adventure. Judging by what happened on that platform, it looks dangerous. I hope to see."
Not dying, by the way.
It's going to be tough.
I hope your eyebrows grow back.
You probably gained a level from that.
Maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple at this point. Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
quite a higher CR than you were fighting last time.
Right, I know. He says, "Well, I'll hopefully see you all back in Phandelver."
Orchestra goes like
We'll
this.
do our best.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you dip your finger in the ink, you could draw.
He's like, "I can see you didn't lose your sense of humor about this whole thing. I appreciate that. I really do." Jorlens looks over at the rest of you and she says, "You know, you're all crazy."
Yeah, you gotta be.
And she looks over at Eck and says, and you most of all. And she walks up and kind of gives you a final embrace. And she says, I'll be expecting you back to Phandelver soon.
So I'll promise we'll all be there.
Well, now it's settled. Now we have to survive for Eckankar's sake.
You don't promise something to a lady and then disappoint her. That's what she says to you.
Yeah, she'll kill you.
I never make a promise I don't aim to keep.
And you see Degneg just standing there waiting as the rest of their group piles over behind him. He makes the quick climb down the 10-foot little jaunt there, helping anybody who needs it to get down. And then
falls.
yeah. And he climbed okay. And then he kind of looks down at the rest. He looks up at the rest of you and he says, good travels and well met, my friends.
Stay safe. Give our regards to the many arrows.
All right. He turns around and he leads them off into the wilds. You can sort of one by one kind of see them disappearing. They'll see them appear and disappear through the brush. And then one last time, the last images of your friends disappears through the shrubs and brushes.
Under a mound of gnolls.
Oh no.
World War Z style.
No.
Yeah,
If that was the last anyone ever sees of us,
it might be.
we
Who
do
knows?
okay.
All right,
Did we
what do
make
you-
a good impression?
I think they'll remember us as heroes, Simo.
Well, that's good enough for me. Himo turns around. Shall we?
Yes.
All right, you're gonna head off into the wilds and follow the known location to where Wave Echo Cave should be.
Is it basically the same direction that Gundren and crew just left? Because that's
No.
always awkward when you're
No,
like,
they-
"Hey, bye everybody," and
We
then
passed them.
No, you-
hey,
Ooh.
guess we were
We're
going the same
just going
direction
this
for a little
way.
bit.
They quickly divert, and so no, you will not be following their same direction. All right,
cool.
So they're heading off. They're heading off toward here, and you're kind of heading toward this location. You're kind of heading more down this way, around the outside. Because if you notice this mound here, they're kind of on the west side of it. You're going to go to the south, so they're going to have to go over the top.
Perfect.
Yeah, over the top,
Side.
Stallone style. That's the 80s movie. Yeah. You know I can do it. Hey. All right.
Adrian.
All right.
Turn into Arnold. Ah.
And we edit. I'm gonna leave that in just so we can have fun with it. Yeah, we're almost done with this adventure, whatever. All right. So
Fade to black.
okay. The rest of you head off into the wilds. As you begin your quest, you can see the storm slowly rolling in, inch by inch. The clouds darkening around you. The lightning flaring around you in the distance.
Is it dim light during the day?
No, not yet, but it is getting dimmer. It might be dim light by the time that storm rolls in.
Excellent.
Ooh.
It's wet.
I put up the
Finnis.
hood on my cloak.
That's what.
Yes.
Your impeccable
Never mind.
observations have you looking down, and you can see the rim, the very edge of your sword, has this little red pulse that's going off.
Mm.
This also happens in Breath of the Wild or
Yes.
Tears of the Kingdom.
What's that?
If you're near lightning,
Your sword goes.
Nice.
I will. I'll draw it.
I think your alarm is going off.
All right, you draw your sword. As you do, you can see the sword itself isn't radiating bright like it was before when there were demons around, but the small little wisp of gold that was there that slowly turned into orange is now pulsing this red. Boom, 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 as it happens. And when you
I point
draw
it around.
what's
Kind
that?
of like I could start to point it around like a dowsing rod.
As you do, you point it around as a dowsing rod. As you point to the west, you see Finnis suddenly close his eyes and drop to his knees. Finnis, as you close your eyes and drop to your knees, you're not even sure what caused this. You see inside of your, almost like a vision, almost like something speaking to you. You see a silhouette of a cloaked figure standing behind a crystal forge where green flames rise from a well of some sort. The well of the forge. They are within a stone chamber, but the only light comes from the forge. The silhouette raises their hands, one grasping a crystal staff with a crystal spider as its cap. First, the crystal spider flares up with red, with a magic aura, and the shaft follows. In their other hand is a hammer crafted of crystal. The head of the hammer begins to emit a green smoke that drapes over the silhouette's hand and arm. The silhouette arches as if it's flinching, as if it's taking pain. Then composes itself. It's then that an arm as black as Harbin's soul reaches out from the green flames of the forge. The flames of the forge brighten, wavering as swirling as if the room is consumed by wind. The silent images overwhelmed by a sinister, wicked laugh echoing in your ears. Make me a charisma savings throw.
Charisma. Oh no, I am not good at that.
You within 10 feet of me?
Or me?
Yes, he is.
+3.
That's 6 with +3. That's 9.
Finnis drops to his hands, looking up at the rest of you. And when he opens his eyes, you see his eyes are where once a yellowish gleam was. They now burn bright with red.
Oh.
Finnis, as you stare upon these things, these creatures, these people in front of you, you look at each one of them and you begin to contemplate, what would be the best way for me to make use of these poor souls? They are indeed tools to be used. Finnis, your alignment is dropping to lawful evil.
Ooh.
We won't metagame.
Scales tip.
You stand up, your eyes burning red. You hear an echo, a secondary laughter.
Do I see any
Just
hidden creatures around?
You do not. And but you do see him standing, his eyes burning a sudden red where they were yellow before. Now remember, we won't metagame.
Did you say
Yeah.
Ellie? Lawful evil?
Yeah.
Hey, Finnis, are you doing all right?
Flander's going to go right up to him and look at him. Finnis, is that you?
If you come too close, I will cast Hold Person on you as you get close to me.
Oh,
All right. I would like you to make me a savings throw.
See here, I think it's 14 wisdom you gotta beat, but let me double check.
All right.
Hold Person.
All right. Wait, make your savings throw,
The
Flander.
buttons in my spells list broke, but let's
This
see.
is not going to be pretty. 2.
All right. You see him come, and he just
Oh,
freezes
dear.
up. And he's standing there holding his sword in his hand, and he reaches another hand up, casting
Clearly,
a
we see
spell.
Finnis casting.
Is there a
I s-
visual aspect to hold person?
I would-
probably like spectral hands reach out from
yeah, like
the plane of death and hold you in place.
Yeah, it's
It's
like almost
cinematic,
that's a
though,
great
right?
that's a great visual. You can see like from the
Yeah.
ground these, and they
I
kind
think
of they grab around him and they just disappear.
I start
I think Ek is going to try to tackle
walking
him.
towards him with my sword pointed
Yeah,
at
Ek
him.
is going to try to tackle Finnis to the ground.
All right, Ek goes running right at Finnis. Ek, why don't you give me a grapple check?
Okay, so
Are you gonna give me a shove? Are you gonna shove him, or are you gonna try grapple?
I'm literally going to try to like just tackle him to the
All
ground.
right, give me a shove roll.
Okay.
What's that versus my athletics?
Ah, 9.
15.
Oh my
You run
god.
get out
forward
of
to
the way.
shove him. He
Can I
steps
take
aside.
attack of opportunity at Ek?
You can, and more than what's strange about him is he seems so much more lithe and dexterous than he'd ever been before. Thanks to the dice for narrating a story. All right, go ahead and make your attack on him.
Oh! Oh no!
Stabs you in the spine as you run forward. He stands forward, and that two-handed sword of his, or that sword of his, stands forward, lands down, stabbing you square in the back. How much damage do you do to him?
So 12, 15.
All right, you hit. He stabs you. Ah. I believe it's a +1 sword, but it's a +2 sword. The demons. So you probably did 14.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 14. Yeah.
oh
Sure.
god, it's the big magic one too.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't taken an action yet, you can take an action. We're not doing initiative, but we'll kind of go through it.
Hemo's gonna rush to get between. He's gonna rush to engage with Finnis at this point.
All right.
As soon
running
as the
forward.
sword is swung at him.
All right, Ek, you're not prone, but you are kind of staggered forward as you get as you get.
Yeah, I'm like stabbed in the gut, and I'm like, ah.
All right, go ahead. What are you going? Are you going to take any other actions? You moved into position. You can take an action if you want.
That's a reaction. I'll hang on to that. I'm gonna swing at him with the scimitar.
All right,
Just stabbed my teammate. Here we go. I'll hold him off. Somebody figure something out.
All right, you slash at him, hitting an armor class 19. Does that hit you?
It does.
All right, striking him for 7. Is that damage correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you slide. It's kind of skitters past your raised shield, just enough to kind of glaze across your temple a little bit, causing a nick.
Hold person will drop.
Oh, you failed. Hold person ceasing. The little hands go.
And with a second attack, I will attempt to grapple.
Do you have a free hand? You gonna drop one of your swords?
Yeah, sure. I drop my left-hand sword.
No problem.
Try
Go
to
ahead and
grab
give him a grapple.
Oh, actually, I drop my main hand sword as soon as I slash him.
Perfect. Give me a grapple check.
Athletics 20.
All right, give me a resistance. You can use
16, you got me. Wait.
He grabs you.
Wait. I'm going to burn a luck on that.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
man. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't make it.
Oh no, that's okay. All right. Do you want to do something?
Yeah, I see all this unfolding, and
I try with him grappled. I'm going to try to pull him away from the rest of the party.
Oh, did you successfully grapple him?
I'll say you've moved your
Yeah.
distance already to get to him, so you'll be able to move
then
next
yeah.
time.
I basically
I'll
want to try to disarm him at this point. I don't trust that sword.
All right, go for it.
I think that it's just an attack versus, and then he can. I think it's a normal attack, but then he can use like acrobatics or athletics to defend.
I will look at this arm real quick.
And I think there's optional rules, so I don't know how you want to roll that. But that's
Creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon out of another character's target grasp. The attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength. So you will do it. So you make an attack roll, and he gets a strength check to or dex check to stop it.
yeah, either athletics or acrobatics.
Yep.
Okay. And is it dim light out yet or no?
I will give you on a d6. If I roll 3 or lower, it is. I rolled a 6. It's still too bright.
Still too bright. All right. Well, I'm rolling a disadvantage then. But we'll see what we can do.
Oh, no.
So can you beat a 7 with your athletics or acrobatics? Your choice. I'm going to try this.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yes.
Barely.
Barely?
Oh, just
man.
I'll try it again. Try it again. Can you beat a 13 this time?
Yes.
Jeez.
Rolled in the opposite.
You see, you
order.
gotta knock it at his sword, and he's moving around,
I'll
and the
use my,
sword's almost moving with him.
I'll use my bonus attack to try to kick it out of his hand with one more swing. So one more. You have to beat an 8.
Got it.
Yeah,
Where's the
man,
Finnis of
holding
the
onto it.
last 2 episodes? What's
Nice.
going on?
And I'll let you check on that. Double
This is
check
amazing.
that bonus attack can be used for an athletics move. I thought it was just a strike, but just double.
Well,
check.
these are attacks.
Yeah.
I'm using attacks.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
So you get a bonus attack. Is that what it says? Okay.
Yes. That's my. I'll
Okay.
double check what it's
Just
called. But
double
we've been
check.
using this in combat regularly. So
Never mind.
It's just free bonus. If I do an attack immediately after, I can do a bonus action
Oh,
as,
right.
as the unarmed attack.
That's 3 weeks being gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the other one who hasn't acted yet is Fortuna,
Make a DC 15, we'll say.
as he casts Disintegrate on you.
Oh no!
Made it.
Jesus.
Quite handily.
He's unstoppable.
Well,
I'm
wisdom
going-
save is not the best thing
I'm going
go
to make
against
screw the spider. I've got my new character.
Final boss is Finnis.
All right, Finnis. Hold on. Finnis, give me a charisma save.
Charisma again.
Yes.
6.
Okay. What are you going to do against these?
now you
fiends?
roll.
Okay. All right. So while Hemo's grabbing me, I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch on him.
Is that an attack against my AC?
Yes.
I use the short sword of parrying. I'm
Good.
going to roll a d4 and boost my AC.
Nice.
It's 1. My AC becomes 17.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack. you
13.
missed
Not
him.
good.
Guys, has a sword in hand. He tries to touch you with the backhand of his palm. It's almost like a punch. You kind of move out of the way.
And unfortunately, because of the way spells work, I can't get my bonus actions to do anything useful.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. Ek, what are you going to do?
Ek is going to turn to him and cast a spell.
Is it Disintegrate?
Okay. I wish.
We're not disintegrating our teammate.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
All right, make a wisdom
My
save.
best save.
Yeah.
Rolled the natural one. I'm gonna use
All
a
right.
luck point.
Use the luck point. Yes.
No.
Evil
No.
luck.
24.
Burning our resources, evil demon.
All
All right.
Oh dear.
Yep.
All right. So, Graham, what is Flander going to do?
Flander is going to shout, Finnis, stop, and try to intimidate him.
All right. Give me an intimidation roll.
14.
All right.
What do I have to do?
You don't have to do anything because you're a PC and you're not really subject to that. But you can choose what you want to do. It's kind of like your choice in a way.
Mhm.
But remember that you are under this condition right now. So what do you
Let's
think
see.
your character should do?
I mean, he's not gonna stop.
He could
What the
though.
heck is going on with this guy?
You can't intimidate him right now.
All right. That's fair. I mean, he rolled a 14. You can make that choice.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go with insight. 15. You can't. You can't.
I wish there was a way to like
All right.
rear naked choke in this game.
All right. So Flander, you yelled at him to do that. That's kind of like I'll kind of give you it as a kind of a more or less a more of a bonus action in this case. Is there something else you want to do?
Mhm. Okay. I want to cast Bane
All right. You can cast Bane on
Yep.
on which 3 party members?
on Finnis.
And the other 2 would be.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
It
He's
says
also on
up
my
to-
side.
It says up to 3 characters. I can cast it
I'll give
on
you
one
a hard
if I
time.
want to.
Cast it on him 3
All right.
times.
Make a savings throw.
What do we got? Wisdom.
You've got charisma.
Oof.
That's
Oh, what do I have to get? Meets it, beats
You have
it.
to get it. It's meets it beats it. Yep.
Oh man.
Frick, man. Dude, you're doing so well.
he's unstoppable.
Best I've ever done against my own teammates.
Hey, I don't think I'm going to take
All
this
right.
away from him.
We
I'm
may
gonna-
actually start attacking you now.
That was
All right.
amazing.
All right. That was.
You can
I,
do non-lethal.
I think it's now. Eric, what are you going to
I've
do?
got him grappled. I have the short sword. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to hit him with this. I'm just gonna start hitting him unarmed. I'm just gonna start beating the
Punching
crap
him?
out of him.
Boom, boom.
I've got him grabbed. I just start hitting him with my knee.
All right. Do you do an unarmored? Do you do damage with your unarmored strike?
Yeah, I do 2 damage.
All right, you
Because I have +1 to strength.
You slug him for 2. Kaboom.
2 points. All
Char
right.
sees that he's like,
And
"That's
again."
pretty good.
12 will miss.
Okay.
All right, you kind of strike. The second time, he's got a shield. He's got everything else. His sword kind of waving. All right, that brings us to.
Can I try to drag him away from Eck, who I guess just got stabbed?
Yeah, I think you're going to drag people half your move in this game, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
I try to. I'm assuming we're still out in the open. I just try
Yeah.
to drag him away from the party so he can't.
Remind me, does he get a
hit
save?
anybody.
Does he get a save on that?
No, he just has to save against the. He can try to escape against
Right.
the grapple.
That's what I
But
thought.
I'm gonna drag him.
All right, you drag him half your movement or 15 feet away from the party. Everybody else is now 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, I just try to wrestle him into submission.
All right, can you
That's my
cover?
turn.
This is now. It is now. Gashar, he's 15 feet away from you. I don't know if you can cover that distance.
He'll
What is
he'll
your movement right now?
He'll
60?
really work
55.
hard at it to
back and forth 4 times.
yes. You can go there
He,
and back
he
3
runs.
times.
He runs 10 feet. He's like. Okay.
Do a
I'll-
30-foot lap and then approach him.
What are you
I'll
gonna do?
Pirouette my way over there,
Runs
and
back, and
I'm gonna
then
once again try to
jump.
disarm him. So
Go ahead.
this is the last time. After this, it will become serious. Actually, can you drag him into the shade? That'd be really nice.
You pull
All right,
right
give me
up
a-
the
There's shade.
I'm trying to disarm you at a 14. If you want to roll your athletics again.
What are you gonna get?
Reading
Finnis.
through my spells here. 23.
All right,
man.
Go ahead.
All right, second attack, 13.
10.
All right.
I'm gonna burn
when you
my last
disarm,
luck.
his sword whips away. It gets.
Wait,
about-
I'm going to burn my last look.
Oh, go for
Burn
it.
the last one.
Roll it again.
Oh no!
Son.
All right.
All right, so the second one didn't work, and then I tried it one more time and I rolled a 1. So you have to beat a 7 with your athletics.
Beat
Yeah, he
it.
does it with a
Yeah, no
14. With a 14. I love all the luck being burnt. That's awesome. All All right.
It's an
man.
unlucky day.
Fortuna.
What's happening here?
Another DC 15's
What are you casting?
Mind Sliver.
All right.
What is it? Wisdom?
Yeah.
No, intelligence.
Int. Okay.
Intelligence save.
Not good.
Oh my god.
Intelligence 19. He's unstoppable. Finnis, you are my new NPC bad guy. I am going to
Wild.
allow me to. Here, let me give. So I'm going to give you this.
You give me a character with an extra level on top of it, you can have Finnis for.
I'll give you this. And you
So-
can, okay. Okay. Finnis, give me a charisma save.
6 again.
If I can hit him with Mind Sliver, his next saving throw.
All right. Let's go through it quicker. Eric. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm trying to do this in the right order here. Let's go with
Is it back to
Eckankar.
me?
What are you going to do?
Who?
Eckankar?
When does Finnis?
Yeah. Give me.
Oh.
God.
Finnis,
Give me a wisdom
did I miss
saving
Finnis?
throw.
You just made him
Wisdom?
get a saving throw.
Oh, yeah. He gets to start with. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You just made the savings throw. Go ahead. Finnis, what are you going to do?
Oh no, it's Finnis. Okay.
Okay. If it's back to me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to.
I think it's just me and Gishar who are close to you at this point.
Yeah.
Or within like arm's reach.
Yeah. You have some
Yeah.
fireballs you can blow up?
Destroy the whole party.
This is
It's
awesome.
got to be a melee attack. Okay, I'm just gonna swing with my vampiric touch again. Try to grab one of you guys.
And I'm going to react with cutting words.
All right. Good deal.
16 on Gashar.
Okay.
That misses.
Misses. Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to call up my spiritual weapon. Wait. Okay, no, that's a wait.
All right.
I counter.
Spirit. Okay, no, we're doing spirit. Wait, no, that's not the one I wanted. That's full action. Yep. Spiritual weapon.
All right. When you cast a spell, you see Fortuna use her reaction and cancel your spell.
Oh,
Ooh.
Finnis, we are done here. Stop.
All right. That brings us to Eckankar. You see the slashing happening. You see the spells being cast all over the place. Everybody's trying to thwart each other's stuff. Dogs and cats living together. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Crap. What do we do for just punching him in the face?
help get the sword, I guess.
Okay. I am going to. I'll try to knock the sword out of his hand.
Perfect. Go for it.
Is it just an athletics check?
It's your attack roll against his athletics or I think it's
Acrobatics.
athletics, acrobatics. You can choose. Yeah.
Okay. So would that be with my warhammer?
Yeah.
Trying to
You
knock
make
it
your
out?
attack
Okay.
roll like you normally would, and then
All right. Yeah. Then I'll do that. An
Oh,
11.
good.
Second attack.
All right, you rolled 11. He rolled
16?
a 13. Made it. They rolled a 16.
Critical.
And he critically
Critical.
succeeded. Oh my god!
What in the world is going
Why
on?
is he so strong?
His eyes glowing even brighter red. And I'm thinking of like you know the was it the Fates? You know, like in Star Wars when they're fighting. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's Duel of the Fates. Right
Duel of the Fates. Yeah. Yeah. We don't have we don't actually own Duel of the Fates, so go to your website and just play it at your own, and this is what we're gonna do.
Played in another tab.
now. Yeah.
Bubata? Right.
Yeah. All right, Flander, as
Yes.
Duel of the Fates is playing in the background with most of our people watching, what are you going to do?
One man army.
I know. He's basically unstoppable.
Okay.
I was going to give you guys an immovable rod, but I think I'm going to give you an immovable Finnis instead.
Well, he's technically movable,
Yeah.
just
What are you
not
gonna-
removable.
Finnis, what are you going to do?
Weapon.
Flander, what are you going to do?
Movable weapon.
I'm going to cast Reduce on him.
All right. Boom. Make your save.
What is it?
Okay, you need a Constitution saving throw.
Con
yeah.
save.
That might work.
11. That'll get me. I have
Yep.
inspiration ticked on here. I'm gonna go ahead and burn
Yes.
that.
Use the inspiration.
Do it.
Burn it. Burn it.
That's a
Yeah, you made it.
19.
Yes.
Hold on, the
Yeah,
inspiration
spell
is a
has no
play-
effect.
It's a player
No,
thing,
he
not
gets
a
to use.
character
No,
thing.
he can use it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's any roll.
Hemo, what are you going to
You
do?
can, but I'm saying that luck would make sense from your character standpoint.
I'm out of luck.
Burning it all.
He's got a no luck.
I know, but that's a character thing. Inspiration's
All
a
right,
player
Hemo,
thing.
what are
I
you gonna
might
do?
have I have one charge
Having
in
fun,
copper
it's
coin.
fine, but just throwing it
Is
out
he
there.
prone at this point or just grappled?
Just grappled. Yeah. You
All right,
can't
well,
prone, you can't make someone prone without a feat.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you can't
Okay, trip
pin
him.
him without a feat. You could actually push
No.
shove him, and then he'd be
What
prone.
about tying him
We're
up?
attacking him in melee. I want to shove him to the ground and keep him grappled.
All right, give me a shove then.
Oh, I did bad.
All right, you rolled a 7, and Cameron rolled a 12. So once again, the unstoppable, red-eyed, glowing. His sword is just pulsing.
I've got a second attack.
When do we have to kill him?
I'll try to shove again.
How far away are
Oh,
we
wait,
from
can
shade?
second attack be used for shove or just?
Oh, you got more than you.
No,
got
it is a
time.
special melee.
No, how far away are we from shade?
You mean in time?
No, distance. I want.
Let's go into shade so he gets advantage.
Yeah, I'll say you are 50 feet from a good shade.
All right.
Eh.
All right, I can't.
I'll try
So
to use my second attack.
Go for it. Okay,
Really?
Eric rolled a 7 again. 2 7s in a row.
12
Cameron
again.
rolled a 12
Oh,
again.
man.
The exact same number. 7 12 7 12. We're in a loop.
How are you so strong?
We're in a time.
That's the power of demon juice.
Time in it. Yeah.
Devil
He's
juice.
turned to a Sith.
You got some devil juice in it. All right. Bashar, you see the devil is coursing through his body, giving him ungodly strength. At least the dice are telling us a great
I'm
story.
tired of those red eyes, and he starts to try to hit him right between the eyes.
These eyes.
Blind him.
Was a 13 hit?
I
No.
put up my shield.
17.
Put up my shield again.
Sure, give him a shield,
And
give him
11 will
armor.
miss as well. So
right.
he just misses 3 times in a row. Yeah, move him into the shade. Any
Fortuna.
points? It's 50 feet that way.
Another mind sliver. Make a DC or intellect save.
And that doesn't do it.
All right. I do damage. 2 points of damage, but you.
What type of
lose,
damage do you do?
Psychic.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm scrambling your mind a little bit, and you are going to take. Is it D6?
Oh, that didn't
5 points off your next saving throw. Hit him with
Okay.
another spell.
work.
That's Fortuna. Finnis, give me a charisma save.
Okay.
5 points off.
Ooh. Yeah, 5 points off.
4 minus 5, -1.
That worked. That worked.
Wait, does that count?
What does the spell say?
He said next save. Yeah.
That's the next save.
Yeah, so he failed to save. And your spell's gone, and he has a
It's a
-1.
cantrip.
I know, but it's funny.
my
It's a
God.
great story.
Perfect.
That's a funny
Slice
one.
the connection
Love it.
perfectly.
Make him fail the next save. Make a save. I failed. All right. What are you going to do for this?
Okay, he'll reach out and try to grab Gashar again with the vampiric
Time
touch.
out.
Okay.
What save did you just have him do?
What's that charisma save?
Yeah. So okay, never
An
mind.
int save.
I'm back on track. Wow.
Yeah, he has to make one every round.
Yeah. No, I'm back on track.
Yep.
Yeah,
25 to hit Gashar.
that'll hit.
Okay, so he's also going to channel divinity to do his what is it called? I'm trying to find it.
Big, mean, evil smite. Is it
Collapsed in
necrotic
you.
energy all of a sudden? Well, you already did necrotic damage.
Yes, the touch of death.
Oh,
That's what it's called.
Whoa.
Starting at 2nd level, I can destroy another creature's life force by touch. When the cleric hits a creature with a melee attack, that's vampiric touch. The cleric can use a channel divinity to deal extra necrotic damage. The damage deals 5 plus twice my cleric level. So you take 11 necrotic plus 14 plus 5, so 19 on top of that 11. You got 30 points of damage, and I heal for 15.
Ow.
Oh, God.
What was the types of damage though?
Necrotic.
Okay, so I have a Demi Shade template.
Yep.
And I get resistance
yeah.
necrotic. So
But I have inescapable destruction. Starting at the 6th level, the cleric's ability to channel negative energy becomes potent. Necrotic
That
damage
means
dealt
that he counters your.
ignores resistance.
okay, good.
Well,
That was 30
All
points.
right.
oh my God, this is so much better than I thought it was going to be. All right.
That's it. You're
And is
going to
anything
die.
else you're going to do after you did all 30 damage to
My
your?
bonus action to attack with my spiritual weapon.
He was count. That was
You
counted.
countered it.
Oh, I'll use a bonus action to cast another one.
All right. It appears. Where do you want to appear next to? You. You're,
Right behind Hemo, and it takes a swing.
Why?
I need to click the button.
all right.
Spiritual weapon. It's a critical one.
Oh, you
so it's
critical
not
hit.
hitting.
Finally. Jeez.
All right. Finally, a bad roll. Wow.
Wow.
All right. That is Eckankar. You see a weapon suddenly appear. I believe it's a scythe. Is that what your weapon is?
Yes.
Your weapon.
Yeah,
A magical
I'm-
scythe appears and attacks your friend. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna look Finnis in the eyes. Finnis, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna attack him dead on.
All right.
It is time for you to die, Finnis.
Dang it! All right, second attack. No,
What'd you roll?
Father.
13.
12 and 13.
12 and 13 for 2 attacks?
Two attacks.
No.
Ugh.
You see the fist of Helm swinging wildly, kind of clanking off
Playing
the
against
armor.
the Sentinel Shield.
Yeah.
That is Sentinel. His weapon, his shield of luck, is just deflecting it as if you're batting at nothing. All right,
Mhm.
that brings us to Flander. Flander.
Okay. Flanders steps back a bit and just forgive me. And he fires his hand crossbow.
All right, make an attack.
20.
All right,
I will hit.
armor class 20. You get a savings throw, a Constitution savings throw. Finnis.
8.
All right, Finnis. You are now poisoned for the next round. You'll take, I believe, you take disadvantage on most saves and ability checks, but double check on that. You're poisoned for 1 round, and you do damage as well.
Right?
How much damage do
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah. Stand by. Come on, wake up. Okay, 10 points of piercing damage.
You hit him for 10 points
Ooh,
of piercing.
Good.
That's stuck.
And then I try to, my vampiric touch fades from my hand after that shot.
Oh no, you lost concentration. All right, that brings us. That is Flander. Anything else you're gonna do?
Nothing useful.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Flander's turn. Hemo. Now you're being attacked on one side and grappling someone on the other. That scythe is swinging at you.
All right. What was the rule for removing that sword from his hand or disarming
You will
him?
attack him with your attack roll, and then he has to defend himself by defeating him with an athletics or a acrobatics check.
Okay. So I'm going to attempt to push him prone again.
Right,
He's
go
still
for it.
grappled. 16.
16. Make your defensive roll, Finnis. Athletics or
13.
acrobatics.
Fails.
All right. He
All right.
tripped up and falls to the ground. Ugh.
So he's prone now.
He's prone now. Yes.
I've got
Advantage then?
bonus to. I've got advantage on melee attacks.
Yep.
I would like to swing for his sword.
Go for
and
it.
I don't care if a couple fingers come off.
Okay. swing your
alongside
weapon. He
Do I get
has-
advantage?
Yeah, you get it with advantage now because he's prone. I believe you attack with advantage.
All right. And with my elven accuracy feat, I can replace one of these d20s if I like. Here we go. 20.
Knocks free.
All right. Well, you see when you hit his weapon, you see this weapon spins out about maybe a yard away, and it disappears and appears back in his hand. It goes just like your
Crap.
weapons did.
Oh, great.
Well, like I said, I think it's time for him to die.
All right. Well, that was
Yeah.
all right. I action surge. I action surge. I drop the short sword of parrying. I summon my trimetal scimitar, my primary weapon, off the floor.
Okay.
And I swing for the throat. 24 to hit. I'm going to try to re-roll that d20 with elven accuracy. Oh, hey.
Oh my
crit.
God, he got the crit.
Critically hit him. You critically hit him. Boom.
Okay, so that's 11 points of slashing. I would get
20.
another d6, I believe.
All right.
Another d6 of damage for the critical. So 25 points of slashing damage.
25 points of slashing damage in one hit. Wow.
Yeah.
Because you crit. Wow. Because
Yeah,
how did
action
you?
surge for my other 2 swings.
Oh, that
I've
was
got
are
elven
those 2
accuracy.
attacks together? I'm kind of figuring out how you got 25.
No, I've got what?
So would it doubled your 11? And then
Oh, if it doubled the 11, if we're going by that rule, then yes, just 22 damage.
Okay, yeah, because it doubles your and then it
your
adds
damage dice, but not your modifier.
doubles your dice, but not your modifier.
Okay, so then
5,
12 plus 5.
All right, so how much damage you do to finish with that critical hit?
17 damage then.
17 damage. Boom. Nice.
And I've got one more attack here. Let's roll the Elven Accuracy die to replace the 9. If that's a 20, I'll take it. If it's not, I won't. All right. 26 to hit.
All right, that will hit.
8 points of slashing.
You got him on the ground. You're holding him with one hand, just slicing into your own friend, your friend that you've had for many, good part of the whole summer. You've known him beyond that with Gundren, and now
We can always heal him.
All right, that is Hemo. That brings us to
I'm trying to make it quick.
Keep him down. It's going to get very quiet.
You can't keep a good cleric down.
So with that, he casts silence.
All right, you're going to cast silence in the area.
Right, centered right on him. And then, yeah.
All right, everyone's quiet. All right, Fortuna, what are you going to do?
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
You're outside of the range,
I would assume you're outside the range, yeah.
Probably, I haven't moved.
He hasn't moved, so yeah.
25.
Yeah, that's a hit, I believe, yep.
Yep, 16 points of damage.
Boom. You're hit for 16 points of fire damage, right?
Guiding Bolt, I believe, is force.
Is it force or I don't remember?
It might be radiant.
Yeah, radiant damage.
All right, you hit
I'm
him.
resistant to that.
He's resistant to that. Of course he is.
8 points. And then the next attack against him is made with advantage.
All right, awesome. Finnis, give me a charisma save. Jesus. Come on, make it.
Charisma save.
Yeah, stop doing the Mind Sliver.
8.
Oh my God.
Why are you only rolling these bad?
What are you gonna do? Finish. You're completely
I got the silence.
in silence right now.
Give
You do
me
have
a
the
sec
weapon
to
from behind
read
you.
here.
You have the sword in your hand. You have the scythe swinging behind you,
Yep.
silently moving.
Yeah, no, he can't really do much, so he's just going to go ahead and take a stab at Hemo, who's got him on the ground with the vengeance of Asmodeus.
I cast
21.
shield.
I guess it's I'm not on the ground though, so I'm at disadvantage, right? I should,
Yeah,
Oh no. Even if I cast shield, it meets it, beats it.
beats it, and I
no.
rolled a 23 and a 21. So
All right.
you're gonna take that 9, or I guess
You
Yeah, that
shatter
9.
straight through the shield, I guess.
All right, he gonna take 9 and 3.
just a 9, and then I'm gonna hit you with the spiritual weapon as well.
All right,
Ow.
I gotta confirm.
not
Just
a
a
good,
10. That
just a
thing's
10, not a good
great,
shot. All right, my God,
but It's all right.
All right, Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
Gonna once again try to hit him.
Okay,
15.
15, no.
Oh, you have advantage. I'm on the
Oh,
ground.
I have advantage, so I'll roll this one again.
Second one, yeah.
18,
18, that's
and then
a
I'll
hit.
roll this one
Beats
with
it.
advantage.
That'll hit.
Oh, 8 meets beats it. I'm going to divine smite you.
Okay,
You probably don't need to. to be honest.
Oh no!
Just
All right, I'm just gonna do it because we
I
gotta
look
take
bad
you
right
down.
now.
you can
Yeah.
divine smite him if you want.
And that is 22 points of damage.
Yeah, he'll go down.
All right, you see him you struck your weapon in him, and you see him drop. He's now at 0 hit points. Eckankar, Flander, what are you gonna do?
Hey, I'll come in and see if I can take him out with the dagger.
He's already unconscious.
You're going to coup de grace?
He's gonna coup de grace.
He's gonna kill him. Yeah.
Are you gonna kill
Okay,
him?
in second thought, no.
That was a turn.
That'd be crazy.
I didn't think Flander was,
It's like,
I didn't think Flander was gonna go that evil. Flander, make me a charisma save.
So Asmodeus
Don't do it.
changes hands.
It's a trap.
You see the sword flies over. He goes, "I'm not. It's mine now, bitch."
Speaking of swords
Ever watch
and
Lucifer?
hands,
Then Flander starts rolling only crits.
wouldn't that be just the way it would go?
where is
Oh,
the sword still in?
Did the sword fall out of his hand?
No,
his hand?
his sword is still in his hand.
Yeah,
Can we just kick it away?
What would you like to do? He's dying right now. What are you gonna do, Flander?
Maybe
Okay,
Insane.
don't heal him to consciousness. Maybe just stop him from dying.
yeah, can I just stabilize
Get a
him?
medicine check. You need a medicine check of 10, I believe.
Okay.
Rolls.
Yeah, you need. I'm not sure if you need tools on that. I will just check.
Okay. Yeah, well, I've got a lousy medicine check, but a 5.
All right, you reach down and decide to try to heal him
You're
up.
like, should there be blood coming from his ears? Oh no.
There's blood coming from all of our ears.
All right,
Stabbing him with the
Hemo.
dagger. This is going to help, right?
you're still holding, still grappling him as he's limp in your arms.
I do
You're also
have
in
a
silence.
healer's kit. As an action, I can spend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature with 0 hit points without making a wisdom check. So
Perfect.
I
He's now
take the
stable.
healer's kit and I patch up the cuts I put in them best I can.
All right, we drop out of combat
Are you sure?
unless anybody else
Can I-
wants to do anything. Gashar?
Oh, it doesn't restore hit points. He is stable and unconscious.
Yeah.
And
Either of you want to do something?
Kashar walks up to him and puts his like quarterstaff right, like he's just, you see him hesitating. He's like, he was about to just pop him in the head.
Kishore, the sword.
As
I
you're-
did
as
just
you're
chunk a
patching up, he's
massive
like,
wrinkle.
Okay, you're ready in action. Yep.
Like I was about to hit him
Are you
again
gonna?
as he's down. No, he doesn't.
like,
But he's
okay.
standing there like as you're patching him up, like he's
If you hit
about
him
to-
3 times, that would take away. That would take
I
all the
know.
way all
I
3 of
know.
his steals.
He knows. Well, he just knows that he could.
Oh, he knows.
Fortuna, how many times do you want to hit him?
We're still stuck, and I can't. She tries talking to you guys, and is anyone else out of the thing?
The silence. That's right.
No, I don't. I think at this point everybody is in the silence except for you.
I do not. I'm like waving.
All right. How long are you go? Now we can drop out of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, you drop out of combat.
How much health points do you have, Gishar?
Hemo, well,
I'm at half.
Okay.
can Hemo gag Finnis?
We
Yeah,
can
why
bind him
not?
and everything.
I'm already bandaging him up.
Yeah, you can tie him up for
Tie
sure.
him
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, we're good. I think we hog tie you fully.
So if I stand on that sword and like kind of kick it, can
Yeah.
I get it out of his hand?
Yeah, you can.
So now it'll come
Yeah.
out free.
It falls right out of his hand. Yep.
Okay.
Can we
And then it
doff
appears
his
in
armor?
sheath.
Can we take all of his
Then it
armor off?
appears in his sheath.
I look over and I see you waving your hands.
It literally appears in his sheath. You kick it.
Whoa.
It goes,
Perfect.
I cut the belt off, the like sword belt, and I made
I drop concentration on the silence. I'll let the
perfect.
sound come back.
All right, you cut the belt off. What are you going to do with the belt and the sword?
If it's less than 5 pounds, I just want to mage hand it away from Finnis.
Put it
All right.
in your bag.
Perfect. It moves. It moves less than 6 feet away and reappears fully restored around his belt, restored around his waist.
Put it in
Well,
your
this
bag.
is awkward.
That's not good.
What's going to happen if I put it in the bag? I guess I float it
That's
into
the
the bag
provincial
and
space.
walk the bag about
Please tie it.
15 feet away.
Am I the only one here who knows how to remove curse?
Yeah.
Might be.
Oh,
You
that's
tie it.
unfortunate because I'm not gonna.
If I put it in the bag of holding using mage hand, because I don't want to touch this thing,
Okay.
and then take the bag of holding like 15 feet away, if I open it up, is the sword still there?
All right. As you try to move it into the bag of holding, it actually does not enter the bag of holding. As it enters the space of the bag of holding, it appears. Right next-
What?
You literally, as you're sticking it in, it's appearing next to
As
him.
we're tying up his arms behind him,
Yeah.
I'll take a link because it's 50 feet of rope, right?
Yeah.
I'll take a link to that rope and I'll tie the rope around the sword and the hilt to keep it tied around his
Peace
body.
tie.
Interesting.
And when
Okay.
he's tying
Yeah.
the sword
Good
literally
idea.
to him,
Nice.
fine, you got this. You will keep it with you then. And he ties it just literally all around the blade, the what's that called?
The hilt, the pommel.
The yeah, all of that
Cross guard.
right around his waist again. Ties it like 5 times.
All
There.
right.
You stay with that.
If we see him going for the sword, I guess we have a second to
Oh, his arms are tied.
stop him. Yeah.
So
I'm
he's
tied.
unconscious right now, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
He's
but
at 0
stable.
hit points.
Eck is gonna walk up and like open an eyelid. Is his eyelid still like that red?
I would like you, Finnis, to give me a charisma save.
It's a 20.
Nice.
No, they are yellow.
They're yellow. That's normal. That's
Yeah.
normal, right?
Yeah, that's about as normal as you're gonna get for
Kashar
I'm
slaps
gonna
him.
turn to the crew and it'd be like, I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but his eyes, they've returned to his normal color. I
little
don't
bit
think
more
we should
chaotic
untie
than-
him, but
people, but that's okay.
I don't think we untie him, but maybe we bring him back to at least
I think we've done all we
conscious?
can.
Is tied up and like we did, is that incapacitated then?
I think you would be restrained.
Understand?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
Should we do it?
I want to make sure that, like, when I tied him up, like basically stopping him from having access to thumbs, just tied up as much as I could on him.
All right.
Freaking.
If we're gonna do this, and then we make sure he's completely secured, Ek is gonna lay on hands for 1 hit point just to bring him back.
Break his thumbs and take away his holy symbol.
We're not gonna do that.
We don't know if there's still a good cleric in there somewhere.
Okay, that is back up
He
then.
won't be able to cast spells, and
We took him down once, whether how hard it was.
Fortuna
We need
is
to-
good backup then.
We need him to stop whatever did that.
if break his hands, he can't do anything.
And then
We can
our
heal his
cleric
hands
cannot
back up
heal
later.
us.
I already did Arcana check at disadvantage. It definitely was him.
All right. Are you gonna you cast the 1 hit point? Finnis, your eyes open. You have this strange feeling that
I have a
you dropped
splitting
to
head.
your knees and you had seen a vision of this weird silhouette that was moving, that was doing these strange things. And then when you broke concentration on that silhouette, you wake on the ground, tied up. You stare up
pain.
and you are in brutal pain. You don't even know what just happened.
And Gashar's bleeding.
Yeah, Ek has a wound in his gut that you made.
No, I'm supposed
Vampiric touch,
It was
you were
vampiric-
just drained.
Yeah, you're right. Gashar looks like you hit him with vampiric touch hard.
What happened?
He stands
Finnis,
over.
Where did the cloaked? What?
Gashar walks
Finnis,
right
you
over
attacked
you,
us.
looks at you, and slaps you.
What?
Bitch slaps you right across the face.
Wait, no,
All right.
Yeah,
Doing
I'll,
1 hit
I'll
point of
interpose
damage.
myself
Wait,
after
okay.
that. Be like,
You do 1 point of damage, sending him to 0.
I go unconscious again.
Gashar,
oh damn it.
He
Gashar,
nods to himself.
don't do that again.
He nods to himself, looks at him, and he says, "You deserved it."
Do I see the
Right.
cloaked figure when I fall under again?
I love it. 1 year of adventuring together. Well, not in real game terms, but 1 year of adventuring together. One time that turns against you, and you're like, kill him. Fortuna's like, let's burn him. Let's burn him. Okay.
This
I
time,
just said remove his spellcasting ability temporarily.
Like his hands.
to
It's not so temporary.
we're not
on the
breaking
way
his
to an
hand.
adventure.
kill him.
Just decapitate him. He'll be fine tomorrow. You get full hit points back.
You'll get better.
Fortuna, you were nicer as a warlock. What is going on?
All right, Gashar
I
takes a
did
few
not
steps.
say kill
He
him.
takes a few steps back and leans on his quarterstaff.
I said remove the risk.
Did you say
Not
wrist?
doing that.
Well, that would work too.
Wrist. Remove the wrist.
Yeah, that's what
He's just like nubs.
Good luck holding the sword now.
He's going to be called Finnub
Okay.
instead of Finnis. All right, Finnub.
This time, just in case, I'm going to give him 2 hit points.
All right. You get 2 hit points back, and you wake up, and you
You
could
gotta
have sworn,
slap him twice.
Finnis, you could have swore that you were awake, but maybe you were just dreaming you were awake. Because then, for whatever reason, Gashar hit you, and that would never happen.
Did we actually finish the fight with that demon? What's happening?
you are demon.
You attacked
Fortuna,
us.
Fortuna leans down and whispers in your ear, "You are not strong enough to resist."
Is this what? What are you talking about?
You made
don't
it.
have
Did
it-
you
okay.
see that guy? The man. He had a
The what?
staff.
You are.
No,
What man?
you had a sword. That wasn't a man with a staff.
Yes,
that
I
was
like
you.
my sword. It's
No,
nice.
no, you don't.
It
Yes, you made a
glows.
deal with the devil,
No.
and you're not strong enough
It's-
to resist it.
Don't reach for that.
His hands are bound still. You find your hands bound behind your back.
But it's for
tied-
killing
You're
devils.
tied to your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Finnis, do you
like
not remember
hogtied.
attacking
Yes,
all of
he
us?
is literally hogtied.
No, I've been,
Not messing.
I think, learning? I don't know. He had so many motions, special effects. It was amazing.
Definitely doing an insight on that one.
Yeah.
I got a 5. I don't believe you.
Is there like can I do like a religion or insight? What would be a good
What do you want to
roll for
know?
that?
I'll describe like hand coming out of the fire, like the forge,
Yeah, I'll do a
spider on top of a staff.
I'll do a religion for that. It
Oh,
sounds
we-
sounds
We
right.
know the spider, and these bad guys have a penchant for
Oh, that was I got a 4.
signature
All right.
stabs.
You didn't get anything from religion. Anybody else want to do any kind of recalling of a knowledge of some sort?
I got a 4 on my knowledge history.
All right. You're not sure what that is. You're not really
It's made
sure.
up, clearly.
All right. Anybody else want to try anything?
I mean, unless it's
The sword
elven
has
lore.
scrambled his brain.
All right. I'm going to give everybody a straight up intelligence roll. Roll me 10 or higher, somebody. That'll be
Oops,
hilarious.
that was at
Nobody
advantage.
does.
Okay, now I got a
didn't need
17.
that.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I freaking 17
9.
All right. Yeah, you're the only one who made it.
so far.
Okay.
I made it at 12.
All right. For those of you who, Finnis, did you describe the whole scene you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. Those of you who are made it, you realize they talked about a silhouette of a man holding a staff, the staff having a spider, and you're about ready to go after somebody who calls himself the spider. You saw, Finnis, a hand being burst out of a well of a forge. For those of you who put it together, that forge may be a forge of summoning
The
of
demon.
something sinister, maybe a demon.
See, my sword kills demons. It's going to be fine.
Did this man say anything in that vision?
Magic words.
Well, okay, those could be anything.
There was lots of giggling.
That's very uncomfortable.
Finnis, that's ever since you've had that sword, I'm not sure what's going on, but as we're getting closer to this, it seems it's taking more power over you.
I told you, you made a deal with the devil. You're not strong enough to resist it. I resisted it.
Well, is there anything
saying.
we can do?
Well, this is working.
Perhaps you, Fortuna, have a lot of experience resisting demonic influence, or devilish influence, or that of whatever supernatural being. But it seems
stab
Finnis
him again.
here is in a bind. Is there anything we can do about it?
You could
What about
untie
that-
him, then he wouldn't be bound.
No, he will try to kill me again.
I like how there's
I wouldn't kill
absolute-
you. That's ridiculous, Kashar.
Look at my body.
Yeah.
You've
Finnis,
looked better.
You've already
You
tried to
can
kill all of
recognize-
us today.
You could recognize the
Telltale marks.
necrotic damage that you did. It was like one. This is one strike.
I am surprised I was able to beat you in wrestling. You're a little bit stronger than me, usually, I think.
All right. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to leave him bound for a while? Are you going to let him go?
I guess we could drag you.
That would
That
be uncomfortable. I think I
seems-
can walk, but I think I'm still bleeding from several spots.
Yes.
Unsure if
There's
it's
probably still a
You
Flanders
might
bolt
not want
stuck in me.
to move too much.
You might want this.
Yeah,
have
you
an
want this
antidote
back?
to that poison?
It's still good.
All right. That was pretty intense. That was crazy.
Do
All right,
we-
because of that, I'm going to say right now, everybody from that confrontation will get inspiration because I think you guys did all a really good job of playing that out and not metagaming it or anything. That was really fun.
Cool.
So everyone gets inspiration for that.
I just got a 3 insight on my trying to figure out if he's really like changed or not. I don't believe anything right now.
yeah,
Too
it's
bright
hard
out.
to know.
Way too bright out right now.
All right. You do see the storm rolling in, a dark cloud of rain coming.
Is there anything we could do to use when you had that vision? I guess it knocked you down. What happened to you?
I don't remember being knocked down. All I remember was we were searching for the mine, and
So
my
maybe
sword
we need.
indicated something to me, and it just turns into the figure after that.
Maybe we need some kind of contingency. Oh dear, that's a terrible idea. No. No, I am not binding myself to that weapon. No. Not happening. Perhaps what about that ring that we can put a spell in? Could we store a hold person or something to help him resist the effects?
Who is wielding ring right now?
His ring
I don't know
currently
what
doesn't
you're
have any
talking
spell
about.
in it.
What level is
Yeah, current.
Remove Curse?
What curse?
You're cursed.
You are very much cursed, my friend.
No, I'm fine. It's just a cool sword.
Maybe you should remove curse on
No,
yourself just in case.
I'd like you to put remove Curse in the ring. So
Oh, well,
in
I
case
can't today anyway.
I need to cast it.
You can't today anyway.
Wait, is he?
Yeah,
you,
what happened to all of your
really
magic?
lawful evil?
What happened to all of your power? It's gone.
Okay, you're not lawful
No.
evil anymore, by the way.
So you
What are you
made-
talking about? I'll cast it. Well, I guess I'm still tied up. But
Yeah.
I rolled
I still have plenty
25
of
for
juice.
persuasion.
So
All
Cameron,
right.
in case I wasn't clear, you made your charisma save right now.
Yes, okay.
Okay, but you also don't remember what's going on. So I want to be clear in case that doesn't ring clear. So
I don't want to ruin the sword. It does extra damage to demons.
I don't think that's its main feature. Its main feature seems to be stab the nearest teammate.
Or maybe it does do extra damage to a demon, but you pay a heavy price for that power.
I do.
Seems like it's a monkey's fist situation. Monkey's paw.
You could have asked me.
maybe a monkey's sword.
I'll need to rest before I can cast a different spell.
Well,
Would you like to
you're
go back
not
to sleep?
clawing at the binds on the sword, so you need to promise us you don't intend to draw that thing again. If you need weapons, I've got weapons, but
I mean, I have my other hammer. That's fine.
maybe it would be best to use that until. No, you probably shouldn't ever draw that again.
You all are convinced this was an attack, a takeover of his mind, and it was not you, was not Finnis.
He
Yes.
seems different. He seems to have no memory.
Yes, but
I
he's
don't
also tied up
think it
right now.
was- It would seem more obvious if it was him attacking us. I don't think he was in his right mind.
You guys have to realize, like I did an insight roll a couple times already,
Yeah.
and it's like just
Bad.
He's like not picking up what you're putting down right now. Sorry, but basically, he's like, if you all believe this, I will untie his hands.
You look like you need some help. Let me help you, Kashar.
So what are you guys gonna do? Make a decision. So
Do you trust him
yeah.
or not?
Well, I need his. We need his hands. It's part of the party. I say we cut him up, cut him loose, and have some kind of contingency.
Don't cut my
I
rope.
have another.
He walks over and he'll untie his around his hands and stuff, and then he'll basically tie it back in a loop around where you have. He leaves it all tied around your sword, piece tied, and ties that around your waist.
Yeah.
Still, so he's like 50 feet of rope is piece
I don't
tying
think
your
we have
sword
to
around
worry
your
about
waist
it.
right now, and he looks you in the
While
eye.
he's untied,
That's
I think
what-
Eck is going to stay. I think Eck is going to constantly be standing by him, just
Okay.
in case something happens.
Okay.
So did I get this straight?
For that bonus.
You untie him.
I untied his hands,
Okay.
and I left, and I retied around. It's basically like a thick belt
Okay.
around his, and including piece tying his sword, and he kind of knots it back up again and looks looks down at
I
him.
don't know how to.
He's
explain
got a
it.
pacificity belt.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can decide what to do with it yourself if you want to try to untie it or whatever, but that's basically where he leaves you, and he stares down at you.
All right. So you're basically tying the sword into his hip.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. And then
And then-
Eck
and
is
then-
going to be standing by him.
I'll say, let me prove I mean no harm to you, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level
All right.
on Gashar.
Perfect.
You all were correct.
How many points do you heal him up for?
It's going to be 16 points.
All right. You feel better.
A little bit. That's half of what you see.
What
Some
I
of the
did.
wounds come back, and then you realize just how many
Ooh.
hit points you took off of him.
Ooh, that was nasty.
He went from half to 3/4.
You sure I did this? I only do this kind of stuff when I'm really upset.
You seemed gleeful.
My tale about you has taken a very dark turn.
Maybe we leave this one out of the legends once we figured out whose fault it really is.
If it was mind control,
How do you not know? He points at the sword. How do you not know who it is? Why is this such a mystery?
Whose sword?
Trust me, from
Can we
someone
end
who
it?
went through something similar. Once a devil gets
Asmodeus?
to you, it's very hard to get them out.
Well, how did you get rid of your devil?
Well, then our enemy is the curse. Then
I
Hope. We have to hope. Right?
Let him destroy me.
Oh,
I can't be destroyed.
Finnis,
I have work to do.
Give me a just give me a wisdom roll. Just give me a straight up wisdom roll with we have D20 plus your wisdom. What'd you get?
23.
That's a good roll. All right. If you recall, there was a little imp that appeared,
Yeah.
and told you that it was not an ill matter, but a Finnis matter, and that imp had said that he could take the sword from you, but it would be at a price, and so that imp said that only he could take it from you, but he wouldn't unless you made a deal. Because he said
So I'd have to.
He said he claimed you.
I guess I'd have to investigate into my contract, I guess, and see what it'll take. But there's things I have to have done. I don't know about being destroyed. What do you mean destroyed? You're right here. You do change your names a lot.
She looks, her skin is not as dark. Her horns are like pearlescent, where they were like almost like charred blackened things. I came back different. Daimora remade me.
perhaps.
Fortuna.
Made you much ruder.
Perhaps Tempest.
Was that possible?
I would think you would not want me to lie.
Was that possible?
Yeah, it's like that isn't something Wrath would have said. Totally.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do now? Are you guys going to head off toward the storm? You've got some of you are very badly injured, and you're
Still sitting here at 2.
you're only about 5 miles from the location of that location.
Echo Cave.
Now I apologize. You're about 5 miles away from Mountains Toe Mine. You're about more close to about 15 miles away. So you can keep walking if you want, but it'll probably be the next day before you get there anyway. You could walk about, I think it's about 12 miles or nope, you can 24. You can walk a total of 24 miles in one day.
What time of the day is it?
It is getting to be, you guys left, you left for an hour and you had breakfast. Let's call it like 11
Yeah, I'd say
a.m.
it's like still early.
I'll just say
Yeah, I
11
think-
a.m. just for throwing
Can
something
we
out.
take an hour for lunch? I have a really bad headache.
I think
All right,
we
short
should
rest.
regroup. Yeah.
You have sort of a claw
Gather ourselves.
print on the side of your face right here.
All right. Gotta take a break
Glowing
for a
red.
short rest.
It hurts right here. Not so much here or here, but right here.
Right here.
All right,
Okay.
yeah, I think we
Oh
should rest.
God, what happened to your face?
All right. You guys go ahead and rest for an hour. If there's anything else you'd like to do, otherwise you can use your points or your dice to get back your hit points if you want.
Yeah, I'll use some dice.
Everything that
Seems
resets on a
good.
short rest will reset on a short rest. I believe your key points reset on a short rest. Is that right?
I'll double check. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And I know that the fighter's abilities do. And I think that
Nice. There
now,
we go.
Lander, does yours now regenerate on a short rest?
Not great.
My
Uh,
bardic inspirations do, yes.
Yeah.
Confirmed short rest.
How much is Finnis down? Still.
A lot. All of it. We took all of it.
Yeah, we did.
Well, no,
Right.
he did some healing here.
I
Oh.
did some healing here. I'm at 37 of 54 after the
Spend
short
two,
rest.
2 hit dice.
I'll lay on hands for 15.
For 15.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
And Gashar's back up. He's only down 1 now. Good.
All right.
I managed to avoid most of the damage, and I healed from the one hit I did take.
Perfect. Is everybody else basically back up with just spending your dice?
I have some slots missing. But
Yeah, I'm back up.
All
I
right.
can actually regain a couple spell slots with my channel divinity, and then
Oh, great.
rest to get my channel divinity back.
Okay.
So I'll be pretty juiced.
Nice. All ready to go
Juice
for
to the
round
gills.
two.
You didn't
So
You gain any spell slots to cast Remove Curse, did you?
Well, I need to reset up for the day to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Finnis, do you have anything to boost your charisma saves?
This guy.
Oh, what?
I'm just
Just
gonna
my
be.
hammer, bro.
I'm just gonna be
usually have
hugging
all
you the whole
charisma.
time.
I don't save it for anything. What do
what's
you?
up, chum? What's up, pal?
Yeah, you're feeling good, right?
Oh, I feel
Just
great.
looking at his
I
eyes.
look at you.
Yeah.
I can
I think
carve
he
you
needs
up,
a
your drunk
cleric.
friend.
I think he needs a magical healing more than a wingman right now.
I can't do that yet. Give
Okay,
me some
so-
time.
Are you guys gonna now, after your hours of rest, are you gonna then travel toward the? Are you gonna travel toward the Wave Echo Cave, or are you gonna derail your mission right now and head over to the Mountain Toe Mines? You're about right now, after traveling, you're about 4 miles from the Mountain Toe Mines, and you're about almost 15 miles from Wave Echo Cave.
Let's head to
We
the
should
mines.
just press on to the
I'm sorry, the Wave Echo Caves is what I meant.
cave.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say we diverted.
All right.
Yeah.
You travel throughout the day. It doesn't take long till you find yourself in darkness as the storm overcast becomes sinister and dark. It doesn't rain as much as you would think, but there's a very high wind. It's kind of a cool wind. The area around you becomes colder than you're expecting by a good probably 10 degrees. It just gets really chill. And
A little bit of lightning
there's
crackle
lightning
around
crackling over the side.
around Gashar too.
And there by the second half of the day, it begins lightly raining, and the rain begins picking up until by the time you get to a point where you're resting, as you're walking through the rough terrain of the mountains, you find yourself roughly about 2/3 of the way there. But you're tired, you're worn out, you've been walking up and down hills, been killing each other. It's been a really, really busy day. And you find yourself in need of, at least, you don't have to necessarily take a rest, but you definitely can't keep moving. You're just exhausted from the walk. You of course could, if Eckankar thinks it's a great idea, keep marching
running.
and get a bunch of exhaustion.
Does sound like a thing he would do.
It's my favorite thing to do. First line strategy.
You can run ahead. The rest of us will maybe wait for the night.
I'll
Exhausting
scout.
car.
Yeah, I'll scout it out.
We'll call you Exhausting Car. All right.
Keep getting names.
All right. So Ek, the rest of you can find yourself in a little cavern area in the side of the mountains. There is these steep hills where you currently are are deep within the edges of the Sword Mountain. You find yourself here where deep cliffs have deep crevices and wedges where you can find yourself places to camp. You dig yourself deep into one of the chambers, a cavern that is about 30 feet deep and about 20 feet wide, and it just is like a wedge. There doesn't appear to be any way in or out of the back sides of it. Just the one chamber where you come into, and it's roughly open to the sky, but not enough rain is coming in. You find yourself a place to shelter. Anything you're going to do now as you find yourself in here, the storm outside beginning to swell?
Well, I think we should take watches, and I don't think. Well, the good news, Finnis, is I think you don't have to take a watch tonight. The bad news
sure about
is
that?
we will have to.
It's evening.
No, I think the rest of us should handle it. We're going to have to watch you too.
You want to do tiny hut? If there's a storm rolling in, it might be not bad.
Yeah, everybody get nice and close quarters.
We've got plenty of cover from the rain here in this cave area. You said?
Yeah, it's about a 30 by 20 foot kind of cave entrance where like mountains kind of jig-jag over each other in like.
We could do the hut, but I kind of like it. It's
If
nice.
he starts acting up
We'll
again,
watch
I will
it from
cast
the
silence
overhang.
on him again, and then we will beat him until he goes to sleep again.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Let's,
white noise. You'll sleep
Let's
well.
look forward to not doing that. But
Oh, I said
prepare-
if he did it is what I said.
ASMR D&D.
of course.
Oh, I don't want to.
ASMR.
No offense.
ASMR
Finished.
D&D.
when Finnis comes back, is his alignment the same? Is it still like neutral evil?
Well,
Or
you
is
would
it
have never
detect
detected alignment on him,
alignment?
so you never knew that he changed.
It's fair. Okay.
But am I back to my neutral?
Yeah. Well, he hasn't. In non-game terms, you feel like you're back to normal, but you never know what's going to happen with another failed charisma save.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right.
I can willingly fail saving throws, right?
He's like, that was fun.
Like that was great. I'm killing everybody. All right.
It was going so well.
You're doing a heel turn right now.
It's
the
most effectiveness has been all campaign. It got me going.
that is kind
evil.
of true. It is kind of true. Okay. You go out, you rest the night. You wake up in the morning, and it's still storming outside. But it's not as bad now. It's a lighter version of dark.
I don't like this.
So it's darkish.
Ish.
Yeah, meaning that you don't have any negatives right now, but it is definitely you're kind of feeling that day that never yields the blue haze, where you're under the oppressive clouds that are rolling in the constant rain, as the rain waters pool up and dry around the ravines. What are you guys going to do?
Take my spell slots back.
All right.
There's always that. I think we continue on,
All right. I had no idea that fight would take that long, but that's okay. This is why
That was good.
This is why we always.
Good.
This is
was
why we always.
intense.
I'm never too sure how long things are going to take. So I'm hesitant to say like how many sessions we have left. That's okay. All right.
I've never fought a PC before.
Yeah.
We don't usually do PvP, so
Yeah, this is very few exceptions to that rule, and that this is a story element. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
No.
Okay.
It worked out real cool. So
All right. You travel throughout the morning. You follow the directions that you had toward the Wave Echo Cave. I want Hemo. Give me a perception roll.
Perception. Really bad.
All right, Finnis, with your amazing passive perception, as Hemo's walking, you notice that Hemo almost drops a letter that is sort of in his satchel, not in his bag of holding, which he puts most things in, but he has like a little pouch.
The
or
bag of
something
holding
like
is assorted junk. All the rest of my actual stuff I keep in my pouches and bags.
Yeah, and you see him almost have a letter falling out.
I walk up and tug it out and hold it out and hand it back out to him.
Oh, you
Almost lost
snatched-
that, buddy.
Yeah, you snatch the letter out of his hand. All right, and you see that letter. What are you gonna do,
Hemo with text.
Do I
His leg eyes
recognize?
are-
Do I recognize this letter?
No. You don't. You're not really sure how the letter got there, or where it came from. You can certainly open it if you want, but you can give me an insight roll. How about that?
Sure. That's an 18. Now that I'm paying attention.
All right. You can see that this letter is it's kind of a scroll. It's wrapped up like a scroll, but it's not in a scroll case. It's just loosely bound. There is a stamp on it with using wax, and the imprint is of a harp.
Harpers.
What?
There's an imprint of a wax seal of a harp on a wrapped piece of paper. It's not in a scroll case. It's just loose, but it's just imprinted on there.
I open the letter. I break the seal and
right.
unroll it.
As you break it, you sense a moment of magic release from the.
You gotta watch out. I still have not memorized remove curse.
Yeah, the seal breaks. Nothing seems to happen. You're wondering if somebody other than you opened it, whether there'd be an ill effect or not. You unroll the letter, and you're kind of surprised when you read it, and you're not really sure where it came from or how it got to be in your possession. And I'll let you determine or figure that out, because you weren't able to decipher it when it happened. But you hear it, you read, Hemo, I hope you're doing well. I've made progress on my quest. I will be leaving Neverwinter soon for the Far East. The contents of the journal have revealed more than I dare say in a letter. I just wanted to say thank you one last time for helping us. The traveler you sent from Luskan arrived. Thank you for sending her to us. She's provided more information than that will help us on our quest. We adventurers are more akin than we would admit. A wild sea calls only wild souls. I dare not say goodbye, as Timora's luck brings friends together. So I leave you with just a fine Amarast, the word of the southern sailors, which means until next time. Amarast, Sister Gariel.
I scan the horizon to see, did somebody sneak up on me? I get that. I look around like somebody who's just realized their wallet is gone.
Give me an insight
that
roll.
happened.
Wait, I checked to see if my wallet's still there.
You look for your wallet and all your coins and things are still there.
Oh gosh.
So
Insight, you said?
Yeah.
17.
The only thing you can think of is somebody had to sneak that into your purse. Now, who might have done that? You're not sure. But you do know of at least one person that's been nearby that's been known to do something like that before.
was it Scoop?
Shadow magic.
Weird. Oh yeah, I bet that was interesting.
Now that might be not be the reason of what happened, but that's what happened. You find this letter, strangely enough.
Did anyone else get a secret note?
What?
I roll it back up and I
Initial check his pockets.
show it.
Charge checks everything.
Everyone begins looking through their pockets and things.
I've been robbed again. I have no coins.
Nobody has any extra note on them. And everyone seems to have your stuff on you. But for whatever reason, Hemo got this strange letter.
Well, it's
Well,
from
Gariel didn't like me, so
Sister Gariel. Actually, it says she's heading off on an adventure and to
Did her
thank us
request
her
for aid?
work. No, it seems like a farewell. I think maybe she found something to.
She didn't open that book, did she?
She must have.
And she survived?
Well, the letter's here. It says after that she planned to go on a journey.
she has more character, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna hang on to this if that's all right. I do recall weeks ago she did save my life. I'll keep it as a keepsake.
That's your letter.
All right. You have the letter in your possession. You can put it in your bag. Thankfully, it didn't fall out onto the wet ground. As you wander through the broken lands that trace the edge of the mountains, you find a veil of rising stones. In the far east, a huge tree has fallen across the ravine. You almost have to look twice because in this rain, in this light, the rain is a little lighter now. In this lighter rain, far ahead of you is an old crone of a woman with a walking stick, making tiny steps toward you. She bends over slightly, each step preceded by a tap of her cane on the ground. She doesn't look up at you. She might not even know if you're there, as she pulls her cowl tighter from the breeze that rips through the ravine.
I begin dodging.
All right. You're about
Prepare to dodge the woman.
You're about right now about 100 feet away from her. You can see her in the distance, barely kind of coming past the haze as she kind of walked. As she
Does
kind
she
of
look like that old lady that was all up in Eckankar's business?
It could be that same one. I mean, you are 100 feet away. I mean, you could run up and check it. You
He
could run up.
really
I
could
can
have
see him.
traveled quite a bit.
I'm seeing Yashar run up and go, "Hey, are you the woman in it?" No.
It's
No,
tempted
so
too.
yeah, so you can give me a perception roll, and I will tell you. If you
Is
see.
it dim out?
It is. You don't have. You're no longer under the.
All right. Yeah, well, he will actually. He's trying to perceive if that's the same person. 17.
All right. You look. You kind of squint forward, kind of leaning in. This woman, the way she is shaped, is nothing like that woman that was originally involved with
All right.
Eckankar.
He'll start walking up towards her, basically, but he is dodging, so he'll do his normal movement, which is pretty quick. He'll cuts the distance in half.
All right. You're going to run forward.
I guess it would be sort of a quick jog.
You
All right,
sprint at her.
Okay. You run 50 feet forward.
Yeah.
Fortuna leans over to Ek. You can sense things, right?
But he's dodging.
Yes.
I believe it was 60 foot
Mostly
range.
undead and fiends.
Okay, we've established that we could fight fiends.
Yes.
Likely, we are going to fight fiends. When we get a little closer, maybe look.
Yeah. When we're within, if I get in 60 feet, I will cast Divine Sense.
All right. You are now 50 feet from her. You are going to be 60 feet from her, right? And the rest of you are going to be behind Eckankar. Is that right?
Like, right.
All right. I will bring a map up.
Really
Okay,
cool.
put yourself 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, right about here. That would be Gashar,
North side. Okay,
right there.
got it.
You see an old crone coming up, walking, looking down, kind of slowly making her way.
I think
Downtown?
you're one north, Eckankar.
Is that
5 feet
Making your way
north.
downtown?
Yep.
One back.
There you go.
There we go. That should be good.
All right. Eckankar. For some
Yeah.
reason,
So
you were-
with Divine Sense, just to make sure, all of the things I can detect is Celestial Fiend or Undead.
do you tell what they are, which one they are?
Yes.
All right.
I know you know the type. Unless they're behind cover, I can tell what type a creature is of those three.
Perfect. You get a sense that this creature here has a nature of a celestial. You
Oh.
also get a sense that Finnis nearby has a nature of a celestial. He has a celestial nature. But
And behind him?
where's Finnis at? Is he not on the map?
Sorry, did not drag out.
And you see Fortuna also radiates the celestial.
Oh, little finish.
Little Finnis.
Oh, little finish.
Little Finnis by Jack and Diane.
Oh, did the reduce never? The reduce must have just been a delayed action, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like,
Delayed onset minimize. Yeah.
If for anything like Tiny Mario, at least you can jump and float better.
yeah.
Ek is gonna turn to Fortuna. It's like, it's not a fiend. It's like you. It's a celestial.
Well, I am not celestial.
It moves forward 10 more feet, kind of moving at the slow pace, just kind of like tippy, just every cane strike, almost kind of a battle to stay upright. She just looks exhausted as she walks, but she's just looking down and she's walking forward.
Hemo turns to Ek. So she's not a regular human.
No, she's something else.
Well, let's see what she says.
Yeah,
Hemo
Ek-
steps forward.
He'll move
And-
in step.
All right, as
And
you
it's gonna go,
as you
"Oh,
move
there."
forward, she stops and she looks up. Oh, wow.
Are you from Phandelver?
Vandalin? Me? No, I am a mere trader of wares. A mere. And as you get closer to her, you can see she has like this kind of backpack on that the reason why she's hunched over, she's carrying a very heavy load. She has an extra
Like-
bundle of
Like,
load. wares.
does it look like it's like too much for her to actually be able to carry?
It might be.
Is it like Beetle from Zelda?
Yeah.
An oversized
Yes.
backpack?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you.
And this is going to start circling.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and circle around. I'll move back a little bit.
My lady, that pack seems quite heavy. What kind of wares do you carry?
Oh, where's for the west? That's what I'm heading. I'm heading to the west. Quite a bit of a storm we're getting here, don't you think? Clouds do look sinister today. Oh, storms often make my bones ache. By the time we're as luck, the storm will pass quickly.
You follow
Maybe
Timora?
do you?
She grins at you. She goes, of course. She is a patron of many of us through the Triboar. She is a good lass at times. Luck be with her.
What? How old does this woman appear to be?
About 102 human years.
She's a human?
Well,
She is very vulnerable, very venerable, and she is definitely sort of just struggling through. And let me take a look at the map and see who's here. As you walk up, as I see the paladin walk up, she looks over at you and she says, and how goes your journey, Eckankar?
You know my name?
Well, you're legendary in these parts, you know. All you heroes of Phandelver.
You've heard of
Heroes of
us
Phandelver.
as a
Heard of all of
group?
us.
Well, you're all heroes. Such daring escapades, dragons and red brands and were-rats.
Oh my.
I may have seen a
Yes.
little bit somewhere.
Oh my. Perhaps.
Uh,
Oh, and Flanders' great words. They have made it well beyond Phandelver. Legendary, all of you.
I know it's might be a trouble, but may we see your wares?
Oh,
We're on our way
course.
to an.
Do you
and,
wish to purchase? She kind of pulls it off, and as she kind of pulls the strap of one arm off, she kind of struggles, and kind of her body swings around. It lands in front of her, and she has like a haversack type of style, and she opens up the string.
Is it handy?
You just have a fetish about that thing. All right, so she opens up the haversack and flips over the top, and she reaches in. She says, "Is there something you're looking for, my friends? Perhaps by the flip of a coin, it may be in my wares. I do not know. I was taking my new wares to Phandelver. However, I'd be willing to part with a few, lighten my load, and weight in my purse."
You don't. Hemo leans in very close to this old lady. You don't have any bombs in there, do you?
She looks over at you and she's like, oh, Hemo, be realistic. I am but an old woman. Why would I be wandering with such vulgarities? Instruments of war are not so lucky, are they?
Well, perhaps not. Have you any wine?
Well, I may have something for you. She says, you seem like you might need something for the road. I do have these cups here. They are quite beautiful, don't you think? She shows the characters a beautiful clay cup glazed in blue with a gold ring around the lip. There's no handle, it's just a cup. And you can see stamped on the side is an imprint of raised glazed glass that's just in the blue. It's not colored any different, but you can make it out of a gold coin.
I'm assuming that I see the emblem of Timora.
You do, clearly. She almost seems to show it to you as she shows you the cup. It has a gold lip or a ring around the edge. It's a blue cup with an emblem on it.
Doesn't say Minnesota Renaissance Festival 2022, right?
I look at the bottom. Does it say? Does it
That's
say made in
hilarious.
You lose
Faye?
the point of inspiration.
All right. What do you want to do with that, Hemo? She's gonna hold it up to you. You could use it for your wines and your wares.
I say, well,
Do you have any enchanted rings?
I count out 7 gold. I say, this number has been pretty lucky to us. The goddess Tamora has been very kind to us, and so I'm hoping this is more than enough. And I count out 7 gold out of my pockets and reach for the cup.
She reaches for the coins, and as you put it in her hands are almost cold. I mean, she's an old woman, and she has these crone-like fingers that reach out, and she put the coins in. And the collective coins of 7 gold is almost too big for her tiny hands. She pulls it in and sets it into her satchel on the side, a little purse section there, and she takes the cup. She says, "There you go, Hemo, my friend." And then as you go to grab the cup, I assuming you are.
Yeah.
She puts her hand on your kind of like cups your hands together with it inside of as you hold the cup. And she says, "But don't use it now. Drink when you are in need, my friend. Drink while you are in need."
Of course. Thank you.
There, the road goes long.
Do you have any books?
Books? Do I look like a library, my chum friend? I have wares for Phandelver. It must be on my way. It is already a soft day. Would you also like a cup? I shall give one to you if you wish for a price.
No, I seek a book. A manual, in fact.
I will take a cup.
Oh.
It has Tamora.
She's like, "Oh."
I will take one.
As she pulls the thing down, she's like almost as if she feels like she wishes you would have asked her for it earlier. "Oh, right. Oh, fine." She reaches in there and pulls out another cup that's the same one, the same style anyway. She holds it up and she looks at you, and then she looks at the cup, and she says, "Well, it is a beautiful blue with various shades, but not as many shades as your name, my dear." And she reaches over and hands you that.
I'll give her 7 gold as well.
She says, "Thank you. You're being quite generous, all of you.
And if you have
Fortuna
another
be
to
with
spare."
you." And she kind of laughs at herself, and she kind of coughs a little bit. "Oh, where is my manners? You may call me Shalamora. I am but a wayward traveler through these lands. But perhaps someday I shall find you again when you return to Phandelver.
Would you happen to have maybe a leather-bound blank page book?
A leather-bound blank page book? Let me see. No, but I have a cup here. It is a beautiful cup." She holds up a glazed.
It really is a fantastic
with a
piece of
gold ring
drinkware.
around it and has an emblem of a coin on the side. And she says, "I may be able to sell you this if you wish. You've lightened my wares quite a bit."
Okay, well, I will give her 7 gold and I will take the cup.
"Oh, good choice, good choice. A very unique item in these parts."
Eckankar will be like, "I will take one as well, Ben. Do you have enough rations to make it to Phandelver?"
"Oh, I shall deal, my friend. You know, your companion you travel with is a good lad, if not a little bit self-absorbed." And she kind of taps on your emblem of Ilmater. And she laughs. She says, "By his name, I grant you this cup that you wish." Now what are you gonna give her?
I'll give her 7 gold and a ration of food.
You're gonna give her 7 rations of food?
7 gold and a ration of food.
Okay, she accepts both. Oh, look, jerky. And she kind of rips it with her teeth.
Teeth fell out.
Oh no.
Thank you so much. You have been very kind and generous. Much more than those little trinkets are worth. You're very kind. Would that be all, or could anyone else like to lighten their load by purchasing one of my wares? I have forged these myself in a kiln out of my own home.
They're very fine work.
Thank you. Thank you, Hemo. Thank you, Eckankar. You've been so kind.
Yes.
Well, we should be on our way. It was lucky to run into you,
Yes, it was.
Salamora.
And you, my friend, follower of Kalimvor, do you wish to purchase as well a cup from me?
I'm okay, thank you.
Oh, that's all right. It is not for everyone.
Can I glance down at my sword hilt and tell if it's glowing at all, even if it's all tied up?
Yep, you can look,
Can
and you do not see within. Remember, you're passive. If you want to roll, but your passive is 21, I believe, right?
Yeah.
You can certainly roll if you want, but your passive looking down, it doesn't seem to have any glowing
See if I can
from
get
the sword. Now it is
Can't get
heavily tied up. but-
Eck wants to see if he even like looks at that sword.
I did glance at it, yeah. I looked
Yeah,
at it.
I want to see if he's even.
Give me a
looking at it.
perception roll, because we.
Yeah.
15.
All right. He didn't roll. I'm going to say
I got a
because his-
20.
because his passive perception was not that great. His actual roll, but he just got it because he has the shield and stuff. I would
Trying to
say he
peek
probably
in
didn't
the
really
ropes.
look all that well. He just kind of caught it in the corner of his eye. So I think that you all didn't really catch that he was
That's fair.
looking at it, but you maybe kind of like tilted his head a little bit, but he didn't actually like look. So I'll
Okay.
let you play that as you will. But the old crone says, "Oh, well, my friends, thank you very much. Oh, what a pretty bird." She looks up at the sky.
Is there a bird?
I make sure to not break eye contact, like visual line of sight with her.
Okay,
I look at this.
all right.
Picked up as well.
So you don't get the advantage of Finnis's perception because he does not look up. The rest of you roll me a perception roll.
Aha, 15.
3.
For what that's worth.
18.
18.
6.
All right.
14.
All right. If you rolled 16 or more, you will be able to act this round. We'll roll initiative, and you just tell me if you act or not. So, Finnis, go ahead and give me your initiative roll.
Okay. Click that button. It's a 3.
All right. Eckankar,
I rolled a 6. So.
6. Flander,
Or is that for initiative?
that's
23.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, we all roll initiative.
Roll
and
initiative.
then-
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
20
so 13 for Eckankar.
Okay. That's fine.
23.
13. Flander has 23. Nice. Emo,
Correct.
what'd you get?
I got a 20. I got to put it into the turn tracker.
Nice. Bashar, what'd you get?
18.
18. And Fortuna,
22.
22.
I
Nice.
think Fortuna's the only one that
Okay.
saw the bird, too.
All right. So if you did not see, then you won't be able to act. And I'll describe what happens.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, look at the bird." When you do, behind you, as I switch to the right level, up 200 feet in the air, you see what appears to be a creature flying up in the sky. And I'll move the map a little bit and get a little closer so everyone can see.
That's no bird.
It's Superman.
Off to the high up in the sky, off to the east and to the west, you can see also 2 other birds if you have seen them this round. But these are no birds. These are creatures. What you see is a winged humanoid. Almost looks like a very tall, elongated man or human, but has these black wings that wrap around. Part of the wings, the back end of the wings, trail in smoke. This thing has some kind of a metal or kind of a barbed mask, but it has no nose. Its mouth goes from the bridge of where his nose would be to its chin. It has metal that's encased over the top, and it has these glowing eyes, and they wield long scimitars that almost look too long to be wielded.
Oh, wow.
And with that, we roll for initiative. Flander, what did you see the creatures?
I did not.
All right, Flander, you are surprised this round. Fortuna,
I did.
all right. What are you?
I rolled
Hold on. I apologize. I
18.
actually didn't roll where they're going in this. So, all right, I got to put them in order here.
You did see though, right? You got 18.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to figure out where they went. So Fortuna, you did get to go. What are you going to do? They're 200 feet up in the air, and you almost see like little bits of cloudy smoke around them as they go through the dark haze.
I'll step
You can see one
up
there.
to Eckankar and tell Hemo to come to me, and I will ready casting.
All right.
You can disintegrate me.
All right. This one's turn. This one's going to go first. When that one goes first, I will put it here. What happens is you see it didn't even appear on the map. I wonder why not.
I see a big.
I see a thing.
Oh, do you see it now?
Big
Okay,
dark
there.
circle.
It took a second before it registered. All right, you see a yeah, it's on the token later. You see a black volume which appear just out of nowhere, and these things drop
Is it
another 60 feet.
Black what up here?
No, it's a black cloud of darkness, pure
Thank you.
darkness.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't-
fine.
I didn't hear cloud. I was like, what?
I apologize.
Nothing?
Yeah,
Okay, so darkness. Got it.
yeah.
Familiar spell.
All right, and they drop 60 feet. They're now at 140 feet. That one is anyway. Hemo, what happens?
So I see the darkness. I don't see the enemies, right?
Yeah, if you haven't seen them last round, you are basically surprised this round.
Okay.
Did you hear
Good.
Fortuna?
So
though?
I can. Yeah, I did, but then I turn around and I see a blob of darkness.
Yeah, they effectively
Um,
have a surprise round. So Hemo is going to miss. This one here is going to go.
Well, I draw my swords at least if I have any kind of action that turn.
Oh, they just make it so much darkness.
All right, that's what they do, and that one drops to 140 feet. Kishar, did you see them?
No.
All right, the other one gets to go. This one comes down.
There are 3.
There are 3. Yep, and it is going
there it
to lands to the north, and it drops to 140 feet. Eckankar, did you see them?
Nope.
All right. You are now surprised and enveloped in total darkness. Finnis, you are still staring at the old crone.
Well,
Not really.
not really.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah. Now
Dark.
now it's goes. All right. That is Blander. You get to start us out. What are you going to do? You are now probably enveloped in darkness and have no idea what the hell is going on.
I'm going to move out of the darkness and I'm going to cast invisibility.
All right. You move out of the darkness and cast invisibility on you. Put an invisibility marker on you, please.
Okay.
Fortuna, what are you going to do?
Well, I will cast fly on Eckankar and tell him demons coming from the southwest, and southeast.
All right. Cool. You want to put a fly marker on yourself, Hemo or Eckankar? Is it Eckankar you cast it on?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Middle one gets to go.
I will also move out of the darkness.
Perfect. Go ahead and move yourself out of the darkness. All right. They are going There, the middle one's now at 100 feet. Where'd you move to there?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. All right, you move out there, and this one here drops to 100 feet. When it sees you, it's now within, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to have to move here instead. So I'll move there instead. So he has enough time to attack you, and it's going to do so.
So it's at like 120 feet away.
They're 100 feet up in the air, but remember that the way D&D works, there's no diagonal penalty.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. So it's going to unleash its abyssal fury on you.
That sounds bad.
Damn it! It's only 60.
Sounds angry.
Nope, I can't do that quite yet. Sorry.
Angry.
So it moves to there, and it's
Not
just
mad enough.
going to move right now. It is now Hemo's turn. Hemo, what are you going to do? You suddenly wake up and realize you're in total darkness, I think.
Well, I grab my swords and I run outside of the darkness. Can I tell which direction that would be?
You generally can in D&D that where things are. You're not going to get so lost.
All right.
I've made that mistake a few times with so if I did it in the past, I apologize. But
No, I stumble out of the darkness then, and I haven't seen these creatures yet, but they're not. Are they trying to hide? If I look around, can I spot this guy flying down?
which
Can
guy?
I spot this guy's now like just 100
flying.
feet off the ground?
Yeah, he's 100 feet up in the air. Yeah, you can spot him if you come out of the darkness.
Okay.
You see his wings and they're just kind of diving down. He's actually
guess
going
I want
to be.
to-
I apologize. He's going to be
80 feet,
100 because he can dash. So he's going to be 60 feet up. I apologize
Oh.
because he didn't do anything this round. So,
Okay.
so he could dash. So
Well, I guess from this range, as they're coming down on top of us, I just want to get an idea of what they're like carrying.
looks like the only thing they have in their hands is they carry these scimitars that are almost too long to wield in one hand. They almost look like they're too long, but he carries the scimitar. He has these glowing eyes with this kind of metal helm with this mouth that seems to go from where his bridge of his nose should be all the way to his jaw, and it just kind of opens up. And they're flying down. You see this kind of black stream of almost like a cloak, but the cloak is like almost twice as long as it is, and it's kind of more like a tabard in some ways, streaming behind it, and his wings end in the smoky haze behind it. No capes.
Spooky. Spooky.
And he comes flying down.
Dang, that's got a range of 60 feet. That's a 60-foot line. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I'll just whip a firebolt at it.
All right. Fire your firebolt at it. It is within range here. It's 60 feet up, so you're fine. What's your range of firebolt? 120?
120.
Yeah.
That's 17 to hit.
Right. 17 to hit. You hit it.
Ooh,
Nice.
15 points of fire damage.
18 points of fire damage. Wash
Oh,
over its
just
body,
13.
unaffected completely.
Unaffected.
Unaffected. You don't think that your firebolt did anything to it. It just kind of like it's a cloud.
Well, burning them doesn't work.
All right.
Has
Next
anyone
one.
seen that before?
All right. Next one gets to go. This one here drops a total. It's going to do the same thing where it drops to 60.
Not good.
All right. And what you do is this is what you see. You see that this darkness that's right here moves. And that it keeps
great.
dropping. It kind of just, the darkness ball just kind of rolls across the plane. You're hearing to hear this kind of whoa. All right, that is Gashar. Gashar, what are you going to do?
Finnis, I will remove this rope. And he'll take a 5-foot step over there and feel his way and should be able to grab
I don't see you through this magical darkness, but I'm like,
I can't. I can't see you either, but that's why he said it, right? He said,
Okay.
"I will remove this rope." So he reaches, he walks forward, and he ends up probably running into you
Yeah.
with like maybe in your chest section, and then
Yeah.
you feel him like grab the rope, finds a tie part, and he'll take his turn and just start untying
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make an
release
acrobatics
the
check
sword?
at 12, and if you make it, you're able to do it. Otherwise, you're not able to do it. You're like in the dark,
Yep.
trying to figure it out.
Yep.
Come on,
You
buddy.
have to do that at disadvantage
Oh, easy.
Nice.
because you're in dark.
Acrobatics at disadvantage.
Yep, you're in the dark. You're trying to do. You're trying
Thrive
to.
in the darkness.
What's that? Yeah, can you
can't
see
see at all.
magical darkness?
Yeah, it's magical darkness.
Oh my god.
You got a 23 and a 24. I hate you. Okay, so
The sword.
You're welcome.
you're able to unleash the
Yes.
demon killing sword by Finnis. You are no longer bound by this rope.
I trust
Don't
you.
betray us.
Give me a charisma. I'm teasing.
Never friends.
All right, Yashar, you managed to do that. All right, it is
Also, I did not make this magical darkness.
all right. Third one travels down.
Wait, were you looking at the old lady, or did you see these things?
I was looking at the old lady.
That's what I thought. He says he did not make the magical darkness. The flying black creatures did.
Nice. All right. So what happens is you see this. Well, we have to do it right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think I make sure I can do that distance. I want to make sure I can do this. Oh yeah, I can do that. That's plenty of distance. All right. And then it moves down. All right. That is Gashar. You are now out of the darkness. All right. That brings us to Eckankar. Eckankar, you are now surrounded in darkness.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. So I couldn't see him. I will fly to here to pop out of it. Realistically, I probably can't see him from this darkness. But
You got any
Which one? This
buffs to
one?
use?
Well, there's
Yeah.
this one, but you can see this one.
okay.
Sure. You might not be able to see these two because you're kind of low
Yeah,
on
I
it.
think just like this line here, I probably can't see him.
Are you
I mean,
flying though?
you're
Because
flying,
wouldn't your
you can
movement
fly
be a lot
straight up.
faster?
Yeah.
I can fly straight up. So
Maybe
how
more
high
move-
is this darkness?
And you have more movement too, don't you?
It's a 15.
I only have 60.
It's a 15-foot sphere. 15-foot diameter sphere. So,
Then I could definitely fly up and to
Yeah.
this one then.
Yep.
So that's what I would do.
All right. You fly up to this one.
2 attacks.
It is 60 feet up in the air, so that your movement is 60, so you should be able to reach it.
Yep.
All right.
All right. 2 attacks.
It's long scimitar.
First one is a 27, and
That
I'm going
will
to Divine
hit.
Smite.
That will hit.
All right, so 8 bludgeoning plus an additional. Hold on. Additional 15 radiant damage.
All right. You divine smite him, right?
Yep.
All right. I gotta double check on these guys. What is your weapon made out of? Just it's the fist, right?
Yeah, it's the hammer of helm.
Right. What's it crafted out of? Does it tell you? I forget if I told
It
you.
doesn't say anything
All right,
about
so
what
it's-
it just does an additional smite damage.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Cool. All right. That is that. That is.
I have a second attack.
Oh, go ahead and take it. I don't want to take away from you. These creatures.
Second attack is a nat 1.
All right. So it comes flying down. The first one you hit it, it spins a little bit. You're kind of circling. You kind of circling like this, and just at the last second, it ducks, and you almost slam in your own knee. You're like, whoa! You almost have to pull up.
Yep.
All right, as you're flying around.
Did he do damage? You mean the other guy? We tried to try the fire, that didn't do any damage, but
You think that his divine smite definitely did damage, and as you hit it, you felt you hit something.
Okay.
Finnis, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so Finnis as Assimar can cast daylight once a day. So I'm going to say, Gashar, cover your eyes. He's going to cast daylight. So 60-foot radius goes
Ooh,
around
that's
me.
great.
And any darkness that it overlaps with, that's 3rd level or lower, is dispelled.
That is awesome.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, dude.
That's all of it.
Nice.
That's
job.
so
Darkness is
good.
high level.
That is cool.
You're
I'm gonna
almost
see
forgiven.
if I can turn an aura on.
I got you. 60 feet, right? Is it
Yeah,
60 foot? Is it a 60-foot
radius.
radius? Nice.
Yep. It's huge.
Dang, dude.
And then I'm going to try to move as far away from Gashar as I can, so I'm not putting him in a bad spot.
That is so cool.
I don't know if you can.
20, 25. I can move all the way here. He's fast. He can get out.
That's true.
So I'll cast Daylight and I'll move, and that's really my turn.
You hear him as you're running away. He goes, "I trusted you."
All right, are you done with your actions for the?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, with the divine energy of the gods behind him, you radiate blast. Does that thing
really
follow
cool.
you?
Yeah, it's on an object. I put it on my shield.
Got it.
Nice.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Great.
You see a shadow on the ground where Flander is.
All right, these creatures.
Oh, I guess I'll also draw my sword.
All right,
Oh, boy.
draw your sword. As you do, you're too far away right now. Nothing happens. No, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, as you do, your weapon begins radiating a red. At worst was yellow, then it was orange. Now it's radiating a red 20-foot burst. Of course, you can't see it really great because you're literally staring at the sun.
You're double glowing. You need a second aura. You got it.
Yeah,
So
that's-
bright.
Aura.
suns don't stack.
I do have other aura stuff.
All right.
Red. 20-foot red.
That is Finnis. Flander, what are you gonna do?
Okay, Flander is going to. How far can I move here?
These red marks here are the baddies. I kind of marked them in red so you can see them.
Right.
A lot going on in this map.
Does it look like they have any effect of being in the sunlight? They not
Does
liking it? They don't really care?
The only that one person is in sunlight, and it doesn't seem like they have any type of
Reaction?
any reactions. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Just Gashar.
Worth a
He's
shot.
like, oh, God.
Pretty much.
Sure,
can move to here?
screaming.
And he's going to cast a bardic inspiration on Gashar.
All right, Gashar, you are bardically inspired.
Thank you.
Put a marker on your character for bardic inspiration, please.
Mhm.
All right, and then what else are you gonna do? You ran and you did. I believe bardic is a bonus action.
It is a bonus action. Yes, I'm going to hold my action for now.
You're gonna put it in that cup.
Something like that.
Okay. All right, what are you gonna hold? Are you delaying your action for something, or are you skipping your action?
I'm skipping my action.
Okay.
I don't want to lose invisibility just yet.
Got it. All right. All right. Action skipped. Next turn, please. Fortuna. You see these creatures. Suddenly you are engulfed in daylight. And it's like radiant light, and you can see the sun, the rain kind of dripping through the clouds as this thing is just a sphere all around you, just burning through the darkness. Gashar is like, ah.
I would cast Guiding Bolt at second level at the one that Eckankar's.
This one here.
Yeah.
All right, you use your magic, the sorcerer, blood stirring Timor's
10.
power, firing at the creature, but just with
I'm
that,
gonna re-roll it.
you're gonna reroll it.
I'm gonna use my luck.
Okay,
Natural.
natural. That was a good use. That was a very good use of that reroll. Right, natural 20. How much damage?
Dang.
Do you do radiant damage?
It does radiant damage.
All right.
Holy crap.
You don't think that radiant damage does more damage to it, but you don't think that it's immune to
damage.
it. Yeah.
21 plus 16, 37.
37. Is that what you did?
I think that's right.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. 37.
Yeah, 37.
And the next attack on it has advantage.
That is awesome. Boom. It's a squeals, it's a squawks. It's like, and Eckankar, when this thing cries out, it sounds like a baleful bird. Even though it's a human form, it kind of sounds like the squawks and squeaks of a bird that's in anguish and in terror and is terrible at the same time.
Oh no.
All right. That
So
was
I moved.
Fortuna. And then you moved. Okay, perfect. All right.
Into a nice clump.
This creature here, Eckankar, it's going to use its Abyssal Fury. I need you to give me a charisma savings throw.
All right.
I gotta figure out what their save. Okay.
19.
You
Nice.
made it. So you only take half damage. As a radial effect, a 15-foot radial burst around it fires out all around it as it kind of squawks out. It goes radiating in all directions. You're going to take half as much damage from its radial explosion. This is going to be psychic damage.
Oof. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to take 41, but half of that. So that would be 20 points of psychic damage as you made your save.
Okay.
Good
I didn't
thing
roll
you
that
made
great.
that one.
I
Yeah.
rolled some really shitty rolls. All right, so that's you, and so 20 points of psychic damage from that one, and it's going to move. Flies to here.
Attack of opportunity.
I will take my reaction if I can.
Let's see. You made your save, so you could definitely do that.
Okay. Let's do it. Crit!
Oh, you crit him on a 28.
Knock him out of the sky.
28. So 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Are you smiting?
Oh,
You can't smite an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
no, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
All right. So that
This is a
thing
solid,
is.
opportunity attack though.
All right.
Wow, these guys got a lot of hit points.
That brings us. That is Hemo. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
Was that guiding bolt effect used up when the attack of opportunity hit?
Yeah, I would guess so. Yes, it's any attack, right?
Yeah, you had
Okay.
advantage on it, but
Yeah.
you didn't need it.
Yeah, he rolled. He rolled a
I didn't
critical
need
hit.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Should have
right.
used it. But yeah.
If he would have, if he would
Um,
not rolled a 28 critical,
Yeah.
He might have.
Either way, I think I'm going to put my swords down, draw my bow, and fire that a couple of times at the creature. The middle one that Eckankar was fighting.
this one here.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's the range on this guy again? 150 feet.
you should be able to make it there, no problem.
Yeah, it's 65 as the crow flies, and then some distance up.
It's the same no matter what because D&D doesn't have a distance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
geometry
Yeah, they don't
is
have
weird.
like the angles.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have angles, so they play funky math.
Funky
Actually,
math to make the game go better. Oh, I took that at advantage. I wasn't supposed to. Let's
Kinda ironic.
roll that again.
Because we also do circles for the area of effect.
yeah, I'm actually starting to
19
use
to hit?
squares.
Really?
Oh, all right.
I will. I'm going to start using squares next game, not this game.
Still a hit. Nice hit.
All right, what'd you roll? 19. That
19 to
hits.
hit.
How much damage do you do?
6 points piercing. And another shot.
Come on,
15 to
hit him. What'd you hit?
Just 15 on the second shot.
15 will miss. But that's okay.
Down some arrows.
You didn't miss by much. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, 17 hit earlier. So
And
All right.
I'll move. What's this overhang here? Is that like a cliff straight up?
This cliff here, yeah, it's a cliff going straight up. It will be. I didn't note it, so I'm going to say it's 20 feet up.
Okay.
These are steps, though. See this? These are steps
Yeah.
that rise up.
Okay. In that case, I'll run to here. Take some cover against the wall.
You got
With
it.
my
You're kind of
bow.
under the kind of foliage that's kind of grown out of the overgrowth of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover my head and my back as I'm
Yeah.
scanning and shooting.
Perfect. All right, that's Hemo. That is number 2 is going to go.
who does number 2 work for?
It gets to here, and I have to mark this one. Give it a color. They don't get to do stuff all the time. Okay, this one it gets to here, and it's going to let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Did
to
it change
here.
its elevation at all?
What's that?
Did it change its elevation at all?
Yeah, it's coming down. It is now 10 feet off the ground as it comes flying through. And when it does so, I got to make sure I can get that right. I don't want to misdo the numbers on it. 15-foot area, right. All right, it's going to do its abyssal fury on the both of you. So both Gashar and Flander get to give me an abyssal fury explosion. And that is, actually, I need to make one more check before I do that. I'm sorry. I do not. Yep. So I need to give me a abyssal a save for both Flander and for Gashar. As it comes through,
what's the
it
save?
explodes. It's what's that?
What's the save?
Charisma, right?
Charisma save. Yep. I got to figure it out because of course I didn't write it down. So it is 8 plus.
Oof.
Perfectly even, middle of the road
20.
result.
So 14 is what you need.
I got a
Got it.
1 second.
Oh no, Gashar.
Can I do I don't think I can use Bardic Inspiration on that, can I?
You
Save.
could use your inspiration.
You can. Well, you can use it on any saving throw.
Is it?
You're going to use your bardic
Yeah.
because you rolled a 10 right
or
now.
saving throw.
Yeah, and you got a D8.
Yeah.
It's a D8, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well use it.
No.
Oh, you rolled a
man.
1.
All
Oh,
right.
crap.
Well, it's gonna get me.
Of all the time. All right, here's what happens. All right, Yashar, you're going to take psychic damage. Yeah, I forget with your template. Do you have any benefits for psychic damage?
No.
Okay.
No, the where'd that go? Demi Shade template is necrotic and poison resistant.
All right. Actually, I didn't roll that great for you though. So that's so you take total of 30 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
On a pass or on a fail?
Fail.
Yeah, he failed and he took 30. It's
Nice.
kind of a roll of the dice. It's kind of a roll,
Yeah.
kind of a crappy roll. Sometimes I roll 1s and sometimes I roll 8s. That's the way it is. That's why I kind of don't really do static damage because it's more fun. It's really swingy that way. It's fun. All right. That happens.
So half on a save.
So I take half of that, right?
Yeah, so you're going to take half of that.
Good.
Did I tell you what the number was?
30.
30. So you take
Yeah,
15.
30.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it's 10 feet off the ground and it moves to there. All right. That brings us to Gashar. It is now your
I
turn.
need to roll.
Well, this is pretty much one of the worst fights for a monk who can't fly. So
Yeah, but you can
This'll
jump,
be
right?
fun.
What's your jump range? Because you have huge distance, and it isn't the jump based on your distance.
yeah,
So you should be able to jump 5
partly
feet,
strength though, and with the template shift, the jump
It-
that works.
it
But
requires
he can
you-
jump. He can jump.
to move a minimum distance, and then you get a distance
Yeah, minimum of 10 feet.
modified by your strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, his strength doesn't.
Although as a monk, you might not even need that run up anymore.
There's tricks to it. So, anyways, he can do a vertical jump of 3 feet right now.
All right, can you get higher than that?
That's just what I wrote down for jumping.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
That's
Let's come back to your turn. You look it up, and I
right.
won't pull you out of order. We'll just keep going.
Sounds good.
This other creature's going to go. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I forgot I need to roll something here. 1, 2. Oh my God. They have recharge effects that happen every round. And here.
Man, I hate those.
Yep.
So they recharge on certain numbers. When you fought the dragon Cravane, he couldn't get recharged ever work, and I just rolled 2 6s. So there you go. All right. So this one goes here. This one launches its Abyssal Fury. It's radial psychic damage. It squeals out about and radial psychic damage all around it, 15 feet in all directions. Unfortunately, that one has both of its things discharged right now, and it's going to do some damage to you. Eckankar, give me a saving throw, charisma based.
Okay. That is a 20 with my plus
You
3.
made it. 16.
Okay.
So I rolled a 29, so half of that is 15.
Whew.
You take 15 points of
15
psychic
all the
damage.
time.
Yeah. 15 points of psychic damage. All right, that brings us. Gashar, what did you?
Yeah, I have the answer.
Okay, what's the
So
answer?
even without, I don't know, let me back up. Under the jump section, it
Yeah.
says that you can reach above you to a distance equal to the height plus 1.5 times. When you're reaching upwards, you reach up at half your height. Okay, so just reaching, I would be able to reach to 9'3" or 9'9".
Okay.
Which is really close to the top of a 10-foot block right there.
Yeah.
So with my 5 foot additional with the
Yeah, you got to
with the
run up
staff,
and attack once. Go for it.
even without running is what I'm saying. Even without jumping, plausibly I think I would be able to hit him because he can get into that. I think he's with reaching upwards. He's within the 5 foot and 5
Sure.
foot, 10-foot tall thing. But I'll leave that up to you if you want him to do the jump.
You
definitely
still
do
need
the
to jump only because
Yeah.
think of it vertically. If he's 10 feet away from you, you can't reach him.
He's not.
Well, I'm saying on the ground.
Yeah, but if I
You need a
just
reach
reach
weapon.
upward,
Yeah.
You need a reach weapon.
if he puts his just hand in the air, is what I'm saying. He's at 9'9" point. That's what he can literally touch.
Yeah.
So
Same.
jumping, I could jump in easily, grab him and pull him.
Well-
But I could literally. I'm holding a quarterstaff,
Yep.
so I'd be threatening into the next square.
This is D&D. It doesn't matter.
No, this is D&D. It says it right there. It's 1.5 times your height. That's where you can reach. If you sounds like you want me to do a vertical jump,
right.
I'll do a vertical jump.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a big deal. Can I
Yeah.
jump more than once in a turn?
Nope. Well, yeah, good. But you get one free action to jump. The next one becomes your action. So if you get to jump once for free, and the second time you'd have to take it as your action to do like a dash.
All right.
You know.
And I'm assuming I can do one swing during my jump.
Right. And then I'm assuming you want to do a blooming blade attack.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Be a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want to move
do-
yourself over there?
Yep. I run right up to him and
Yep.
leap
Go
at
ahead.
him and do a boom
Come on.
attack
Hit-
at
take
disadvantage.
28.
Come on.
Let's do whatever max. Criticalize this guy. All right.
Hold on. I miss.
So
Why
what
didn't
do
it
you
roll
need for
disadvantage?
what's that?
Why didn't it roll at disadvantage?
That was a
That's
damage
okay, that
wrong
would be-
one. I did the wrong.
Yeah, that was just a damage roll.
I did the
Oh, you
wrong
rolled the
swing.
damage roll instead. Okay, that's fine. So rewind. Okay, run up.
There, I got a natural one.
All right. So you run up,
Ah.
you do your jump, and you just got to do a jump. I mean, you don't have to make any
Yeah, I don't
rolls,
have to
right?
do a roll for that at all.
But yeah. All right. And you swing.
Miss horribly.
You look up into the daylight.
He'll roll. He'll
It
roll.
blinds you completely.
Continue past him, and then run off into the darkness over here.
All right. He's going to take his attack of opportunity on you.
He can't. I
What's
swung
that?
at him.
Mobility.
I got mobility.
I hate you.
Why? I did literally nothing. Dear God.
Because I wanted to roll attack of opportunity, and you were
He
denied.
wants to murder you.
I'm triggered at this point. Okay.
I have absolutely nothing.
Okay, you do that.
Triggered.
Okay. All right. But I can't.
doesn't trigger
I'm
attacks
triggered
of
yet. I can't trigger my
opportunity
attack of
once
opportunity. So now I sit with nothing.
Well, maybe he's mad because
Wah.
I got in his face and he'll come after me.
Okay. Oh, into the dark. Ooh, maybe he will. Good call. All right, that is Yashar, right? Then that creature
Yeah.
went. Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
I will.
I'm gonna try to.
I
Back
feel
up.
like I want to move up to this guy because he's already really hurt. I could fly around this guy and get to him.
Why didn't you go up to the guy that was hurt?
Well,
Oh,
that's
he
what I'm
moved.
saying. This guy is the one that's hurt.
Where are you
Alright.
at right now?
I was right here,
Okay.
and I want to fly around to get out of his
That's,
attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah, he's-
If that's
Yeah,
possible.
you can do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So, and I will do my attacks. 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And just to be sure, I'm gonna smite him. So 10 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then an additional 11 radiant.
All right. You come down with your hammer. You strike into it. When you hit its flesh, you touch it with that fist, the fist of Helm. You're gonna fist him, all right. And when you hit him, you strike down, and as you do, you kind of pass right through him, and his whole body just goes into ash and swirls.
There we go.
And
All right,
literally
and-
nothing. You don't even know what happened. It just disappears.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Finnis.
I really hope this isn't the most complicated smoke bomb in all of history for that old woman.
Yeah, these are all just fake.
Yeah, it disappeared though. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's gone.
But Finnis will shoot out a guiding bolt towards the Abyssal Knight by Flander.
The one by Flander, which is this one here, or this one here.
That one, yeah.
got it.
One by
Thank you.
Flander, yeah.
Got it. All right. A lot of things going on, and it's hard to see in this little map. I feel bad for people watching at home because they're like, "What the heck, Alan?" Why do you get these big maps?
Yeah.
Well,
We always do big
Cool.
maps.
Yeah, the problem is
25 to hit.
Are cool.
with 6 party members, I can't. You're all tucked together without it. 25 to hit will hit.
He's got 15 radiant damage, well, 17 radiant damage, and he has advantage on the next hit against him.
Boom!
Wow.
All right, you hit. Nice. All right, that brings us to me needing my pen for no reason. All right, that is finished.
We'll also move back a little bit more.
That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay, Flander is going to lose his invisibility, and he's going to go, "Not today, knight," and cast Vicious Mockery on this guy.
All right, Vicious Mockery.
Yep, so he needs a wisdom save, 15 or better.
Okay.
It doesn't burn the advantage from the guiding bolt yet.
Because
All right.
it's not an attack.
Ooh, that's really good,
All right,
actually.
it made it because it makes to make it has resistance to magic, which means he gets to roll his magic saves with advantage.
Uh-huh,
So
okay.
it made it.
All right.
All right,
And as a,
and you are
As a
you are
bonus-
no longer invisible.
that's right. But as a bonus action, we're going to cast on Fortuna, Bardic Inspiration.
All right, want to give yourself Bardic Inspiration, Fortuna. Cool. That brings us to Fortuna, fully armed and operational inside of that.
All right. So I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt again. I'm going to twin spell it.
Yeah, like, screw this, dude.
Yeah.
Using 4
And-
point. Is it 4 or 3 for you to
2.
do it? Okay.
So I'm casting it at second level. So
Oh,
it's
okay. So
just
second level.
2, yeah. And so I'm going to do the first one at advantage
Yep.
on the one that
This one here.
that Finnis hit.
Oh, the one that Finnis hit. Okay. Yeah.
Finnis hit one, and then that made it.
This one here. I believe it was this one. Finnis, you can
Yeah,
tell
It was
us.
the one over by Flander.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I think it was. Yeah.
And
Twin it up.
Guiding Bolt. That's the second level. Oh, I did put it on it.
Crit dice.
All right. What'd you roll?
I crit.
All right. You critical him. You roll a 28 plus 1. So if you critically hit him and you get a plus 1, your guiding bolt hits, striking for how much damage?
That's 20. What was that? 7? 30.
30 points of damage.
And then I will also cast Spiritual Weapon.
You
All
can't
right.
do both because it's a
Oh, that's right.
it's
That's
not a
right, that's
cantrip.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You strike it.
But I will also move.
Good hit, dude.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
but you
Oh,
twin
I
spelled
twin
it, right?
spelled.
So that, yeah.
So yeah, so
Where's the second one?
I will shoot that one as well. That one's not an advantage, however.
You've been rolling really well, Mike. So maybe you'll clean up some house here.
I've been lucky.
Come on, Fortuna.
Yeah, help me out. I'm on my
You've
own.
been Fortuna?
Wait,
Do you
wait,
shoot them
but it's a
both at the
guiding
same
bolt.
target, or-
So your last guiding bolt that hit would give the next guiding bolt advantage, no?
Yep.
Oh, that's true. It would, yeah.
So
I mean,
the-
yours gave
the one
his
that's
first.
against Flander. Someone gets advantage on it. It's next attack. And I'm going to cast that one there. And 18.
18 does hit, yeah.
Nice.
17 points of damage.
That was the same one you were attacking before, right?
Nope.
Or which one? The other one?
I twin spelled it on the other one.
Okay.
Ooh,
right.
So
that boy's
somebody-
ready for a smite.
So someone else gets it. So both of them, the next attacks on them with physical attack gets advantage.
Okay. You hit it.
And then it,
All right. Cool. That was awesome. All right. This one's going. Hemo, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Oh, wow. Look at that. 2 targets within range of my bow with Guiding Bolt active on both of them?
Yes. Well, imagine that.
It must
Yeah.
be Christmas. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll my first longbow attack against the guy directly to my south. He seems the most hurt.
Nice.
I'm going to take it at advantage and 23. Let's roll that a couple more times. Let's roll that one more time for advantage. All right, I'll take the 23.
Cool.
Yeah, one more.
This is to the south, right?
You got advantage
Yeah.
on the attack.
Yeah, with Elven Accuracy, I'll replace that 16. Nah, I'll take the 23.
All right.
9 points of damage.
All right.
Piercing to him.
Nice.
I'll take my second attack, longbow attack.
Not an advantage.
Not an advantage, I guess. All right.
To do the other
I'm
target.
sorry.
Nat
Crit
20,
anyway.
baby.
Everybody's
Nah,
crit today.
well-
You guys are having a crit fest.
Now we have to take a pick at which one we do. I would is it the first one we rolled or should I
What are you
roll it?
doing?
I accidentally rolled that at advantage.
Okay,
because
so-
I didn't
so-
realize it was gone.
Just taking the first roll.
Yeah, you always want to take the one that your 27 works. And when we mistakenly do it, we
All right.
always take the left by that when we do
Yep.
that. So you get critical. You critically.
Yeah, I didn't want to look like I was trying to.
No, we always take the
fishy
same
little
one.
crit
That's
there.
why we do that, because otherwise it's just easier that way. That way we
Mhm.
don't
All right.
never.
No,
That
right?
means 11 points piercing.
Nice. Good job. And it's against, you're going against this one, right?
No, the south guy both times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
11 points.
Echo
Well, that makes
already
sense
fought
since
him
you
a
don't
little.
got it. Okay, I'm
I
following.
haven't touched him yet.
I'm tracking.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are doing some damage to these guys. All right. That was Hemo. All right. This one gets to go. This one gets to go here. Oh, I have to roll its die. Okay. Jesus. I am. All right. This one gets to go.
think I drew aggro.
Did anybody use?
You're visible, right, Flander?
I am visible, yes.
All right.
Did anybody use up the advantage on him with the guiding bolt?
No.
All right.
You got
no,
Flander.
I shot the south guy both times. So
Yeah,
the
so the north guy or that east guy hasn't gotten. Okay.
All right. Yeah. He could do that. Yeah. I'm gonna check to see what my options are.
I could kill.
Yeah, you're
Flander,
in sunlight, which kind of hoses him a little bit, and so he's gonna do one thing. He's gonna try to use one of his attacks to grapple you.
oh.
So, what do you got?
Athletics or acrobatics to avoid it.
Mhm. Yep. Let's see.
Come on, big numbers. You all been doing really good today, so this
Mhm.
fight went really well for
Okay.
you. I'm happy for you guys.
Acrobatics it is.
Come on, big
24.
number.
Oh, nice.
You got it.
Dang.
So he's gonna use his second attack to do the same thing. Okay.
Come on, Graham.
24.
damn.
But
Dang, dude.
he won.
Wow.
I rolled a natural
What?
20. Sorry. So
Shit.
with his proficiency bonus, he actually wins. He's a
Oh, crap.
So
grabbing.
so he moved 5, 10, and he's going to what is your movement at? Okay, 40. You are now. He's going to drag you up 30 feet off the ground. You are now 30
Don't
feet
you
off
move
the
at
ground.
half movement when you're dragging?
Oh dear.
What's that?
Don't you move at half movement when you're dragging?
Yeah, you're right. So he's going to move your 15 feet off the ground. Thanks for reminding me. 15 feet off the ground. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, no. At first I was confused, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're making sense.
And is he encumbered now?
I know that's strange.
No, they don't have that problem. All right, so that's that one, and now Gashar.
Should have took Earthbound.
Well, the thing about being a sorcerer is you're kind of subject to a little bit of limitation that way.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, so
And how often have you fought flying creatures?
Like
Twice?
every fucking one. Since
Come on, you're fine.
it's like, ah!
yeah.
That's
fun.
why we have the big maps.
I know.
Kashar, they're in sunlight. Dang it.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull out his heavy crossbow
Okay, you're gonna pull out your heavy crossbow.
and
You gotta load it.
Yep. And he's gonna just start. He starts walking forward a little bit. I
What
guess the one question is: do I need to use an action or a bonus action to stow my quarterstaff, or do I just have to drop it to
You
fire
have to
this
drop
round?
it. because you
It
only
would be
have
an
one
item
item
interaction,
interaction, which is
yeah.
drawing your bow.
Right.
And then you're
Yeah.
loading it as part of the thing. And even if you had 4 attacks this round, you can only shoot it once. I believe that's what
And you
that
can't-
means.
I can't
Unless you have
Yeah.
crossbow expert.
And I can't use
Right.
my bonus action to be a second item interaction.
No,
So-
no. Not unless you have a bonus action that specifically says for a monk
Okay.
trait, you can do
Got
that.
it.
Or
Got
you
it, got it.
get the magic thing from an artificer that
Right.
allows you to do repeating like automatic firing.
I guess he drops it.
It's a
He'll
beautiful
drop his
thing.
quarterstaff, draw the heavy crossbow, and fire. That sounds like loading and firing is the one thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm not at
And
disadvantage.
at advantage,
And at advantage because why?
I rolled a
I-
17 on my perception, just so you know.
I hit him
Oh,
with guiding
This is
bolt.
the first
he
one,
hasn't
isn't
been
it?
attacked yet.
let's freaking go.
This
And
one
you're
here?
not in. Yeah, he's
Nice.
I'm in darkness.
You're
I'm in
exactly,
dim light.
so the-
I'm in dim
No,
light.
you could you just because you're staring at light doesn't mean you're
Right.
at disadvantage.
All right. So I took the advantage. That actually helped. I think he'll hit. He hit a 21.
Nice. Yeah, that will hit. How much damage does your heavy crossbow do?
7 points of piercing damage.
That is awesome.
Does it appear like the?
Now, does it do any
physical
damage to him?
Is hurting it?
No, it does nothing to it.
Okay.
It goes because it's not magical, right?
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
No.
Hmm.
Excellent.
great.
Shit.
It goes. It kind of hits to the side of the head and just goes. And I roll a perception. Or I roll a 17
Right.
plus your perception roll.
Cool.
So
All right.
he sees what's going on with you. So I wanted to let you know that. All right. That brings us to the last person's turn. This one here. You hear this one yell out. They're talking in some crazy, weird, chirping, abyssal type of language. Does anybody here speak abyssal? Okay.
Just to monitor.
Infernal.
Nope.
I assume they're
Primordial.
different.
Oh, and I have
Yes.
to roll. I have to roll 2d6.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, Infernal's the demons. Abyssal is the.
The devil,
demons.
the demons, yeah. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right. It's going to move to here and it's going to use its because I keep rolling sixes for these guys. Everybody's rolling high today. And it's going to use its abyssal fury. I think I need everybody in a 15-foot radius from that person to give me a charisma save. DC is 14.
Oh boy.
That would be Finnis and Hemo.
Made it. 21.
Yeah, Hemo. Cameron, you made it. What about Hemo?
A 17?
You both made it. Nice
Oh
job.
my god.
Nice.
I got lucky.
Here.
Still gonna take damage though.
Yeah, a good bit. They do crazy damage on that attack.
All right. So did you guys see that as opposed to?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I did 30. Well, I rolled 2 ones though. I did 32 points of damage, save for half. So you did 16 to each of you, and that is psychic. Double check. That is psychic damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't do much against that.
All right. All right. That is Eckankar. What are you going to do, Eckankar? I believe you're all the way over here. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
off the map.
Eckankar is going to fly over to the Abyssal Knight. Take a couple hits. Right. First hit is a 27.
Nice.
And he is going to smite to do an additional 18 points of damage. So
Sweet.
13 plus 18.
31.
31.
31.
Nice job.
And second attack.
By the way, Finnis, is your spell still going?
Yes, it's not concentration. It just lasts an hour.
Thank you for telling me. Sorry.
Second attack is a 17 for another 8 points of damage.
All right. Ooh, it still survived.
Oof. All right.
I can't believe. It's looking pretty.
Should have
it's looking
smited
pretty-
on that second one. I was sure that he was going to die.
That was good. That was close. All right. Finnis, you are still glowing. You have that glow about you.
A glow up. Let's go. I'll just go ahead and fire off another guiding bolt just to first level up at this guy.
All right.
Boop. That's a natural one. I'm going to use the last charge of my coin.
Oh,
To
they're gonna
reroll.
burn. He's burning the last charge of your coin. All right,
His
come
luck
on.
has finally
Roll.
run out.
Come on. The last of your coins going away.
24 to hit, 14 points of radiant damage.
All right. All right, you hit it with your radiant damage, and it rips right through it. As it does, it's almost like it was almost an illusion. Like it was there. You took damage to you, but when it hit, it just goes spirals away as smoke.
Weird.
This is all so sus.
All right, that brings us to that was Finnis. Flander, you are grappled. You are hovering 15 feet off the ground. What are you going to do?
Flanders starts singing in the guy's ear and casts dissonant whispers.
All right, casting a spell while grappled. Does that have any effect?
Well, it's purely
really.
verbal.
I was just asking.
Yeah.
So go ahead and dissonant whispers. I will make my saving throw. What is the saving throw I need to make?
The savings throw is a 15 or better, and that's wisdom, I believe.
All right, he's going to fail. And what does he need to do?
Okay, well, first of all, he takes 3d6 of psychic damage.
All right, psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How much did you do? 5?
5 points.
You
Yep.
think they don't take quite as many as you would think either?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
he also
Huh?
is frightened, and he moves as far away from me as he can.
Does he drop you?
Probably.
I don't know. Let
No,
me take a what's it called? Dissonant whispers?
Dissonant whispers, yes.
I mean, I
I'll
would
put it
think
up
if he has
and
to
see
move
what-
away from you, he would just drop you.
Yeah, he probably would.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would hurt, but
Like it's only a D6. Yeah.
It's like
Better
when you,
15 feet
pick up
than
that jellyfish
30.
and you're like, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, he'll move into the darkness is where his home plane. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll move to here, like to there.
And how high up is he?
And you're gonna take you're 15 feet up, so you take 3 points of damage as you tumble down and land prone.
okay.
Yeah, good spell. I like that. That was awesome. Dissonant
Yeah.
whispers, bitch.
Okay.
How high up is he, Alan?
What's that?
Does he stay at 15 feet height?
Yeah, he's 15 feet up. Yeah. That was his reaction, right? To move there?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was way to go. That's awesome, Flander. Fortuna, what are you going to do?
I will cast at a 3rd level spell, Guiding Bolt again. I can't twin spell it because there's twin. There aren't 2 people anymore. Oh,
Yeah, there's only one left. And he goes after Hemo. So what are you going to do?
trying to cast the spell. Cast it. Oh my god, my mouse.
You got to get a mouse now, not one of those balls things. Those balls never work for me. I hate those things. Do you use those? Ever use those little not? I don't, heck,
No,
he does.
I don't
I
like
can't
those.
stand it. Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Trackball.
Actually,
No.
I am going to use Favored by the Gods.
All right. And what does Favored by the Gods do? I don't know if I remember you doing this before.
No, it's the first time.
That's it's a divine soul sorcerer thing.
Divine Soul Sorcerer. Starting at 1st level, Divine Power guards your destiny. If you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, you can roll 2d4 and add it to the total.
Is that once per long rest?
Once per long or short rest.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's nice. That's one of the reasons I took
2d4. Yeah, Divine Soul Sorcerer is pretty badass. Not as good as the Twilight one, but it's
No,
pretty
the
good.
Twilight Cleric. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they're pretty OP, right?
What is it? 2d6?
Twilight Clerics are
2d4.
awesome.
Rolled a 5, so total of what was it? 18.
That will hit.
17.
That will hit. The aura of Timora and it fills your fingers as you cast your spell.
Kind of guides me a little bit.
Yeah,
It's cool. 19 points of damage.
19
Of
points of
radiant.
damage.
And the next attack against it has advantage.
Awesome. So let me subtract my 19 points of damage here. Okay, cool. All right. It gets to go. All right. So
I did move to it.
yeah. You get attack of opportunity on it, Gishar.
Does it fly past me?
Yeah, you get attack of opportunity on it.
Oh, you can kick.
I will definitely take an attack of opportunity.
So
Yes, unarmed to strike. Well, that'd be my whatever.
You
Yes, I will.
have a kick. You have the thing,
Yes.
but you can. Anybody can punch or whatever, but you have your weapons are actually
And they're magical.
lethal. Yeah.
So I might as well. It's not an advantage. So
It is
just-
at advantage.
No, it's not an advantage. Oh, it says because you did hit. Yeah, 19.
hit
You
it.
just did it?
Yeah.
Well, either
Yeah,
way, it
go
was
and
the
do
first
damage.
one. So 19.
Yeah, you hit it.
I do.
Nice.
7 points of bludgeoning.
All right.
Magical
Takes it.
bludgeoning.
Yeah, he takes it.
Probably
All right.
wasn't expecting that one.
Nope. So he's going to move 5, 10, 15,
But he
Sorry.
comes to the ground. That
5,
is what you're telling
10.
me.
Yeah, 5, 10. He's moved to there, 10, 20, 30, 40 to there. That's what he does. All right. As he swoops by and he grabs your staff.
Okay.
And he is enveloped in darkness. He's somewhere in that mess. Somewhere out there. All right. That is Gachara, is your turn. You're in the fringe edge of the darkness. What are you going to do?
I'm going to shadow step to here. And then I'm going to chase after him into the darkness. The first melee attack I make before the end of my turn will be at advantage. But I believe I get disadvantage
Yeah, it's disadvantage. It's the same.
for attacking him in here. So I run after him. And then I will... grappling is a melee attack, right?
I get a roll of hold on a second.
Yep.
You don't find him because the creatures, when they're in deeper darkness, they automatically hide at the end of their turn. And so I checked your passive perception against this hide roll, and so you literally ran in there and you don't get to find him.
Gotcha.
You literally go you're like, and I would have had a better round, but you guys did that stupid light, and you really took my thunder away. So I get to do it one time.
So he can't. So he runs through.
Literally,
tries to.
Yeah, literally, you can't. You could do a seek action as your action to find him. Like you have to use your to find him.
You'd be like reaching out looking for him.
Right, you're kind of taking the round to look. So by freely he gets to hide. It's a bonus action thing you can do in darkness at the end of every one of his rounds, which I get to do one time.
So you stopped me from doing the attack action, which is what I would have
You can ready an
done
attack.
on that space where he was, right? Because that's how it normally would go.
Yeah, so normally
you're
in
saying-
darkness you could see him, but he's hiding. He gets to hide. Whereas like if you were standing in there, he would know where you're at.
Yeah. But I ran in and I didn't know that I don't know that he's there.
Well, I would say as soon as you ran past in the darkness, you would be like, I can't find him. So you haven't done your action yet. You've moved, but you get to do something.
So you're saving me from losing my action, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Well, right. You literally don't know where he's at right now because your passive didn't see him.
Well, I wouldn't have known
So,
because
right.
it's
So
magical
you get an
darkness.
action still. You still get an action. You can choose like in this case, for example, if you had an area explosion or something, or you could do something like that. You're just you just don't know exactly where he's at because he just has such a good hide.
Okay. Then I'll just keep running through the space because I didn't run into him at all, basically.
All right.
I was thinking about grappling him, so that's fair. He basically runs, tries to grab him, ends up popping out the other side. Doesn't actually spend an action. So then what I'll do is I'll actually prepare an attack. I'll prepare my attack action for him
for sure.
if he comes out the other side.
Absolutely. All right. That is these things there's certain situations where if you didn't have the light and had certain things, there were some really terrible things that could happen with you guys, but you guys did an awesome job. That light spell. Finnis, did you already use your inspiration, your regular inspiration?
Not the other one you gave me for that encounter.
No, okay. So you still have it? Awesome.
I got that.
All right.
Yeah, Finnis is the MVP of this encounter for that.
That light trashed me big time. All right, that was Gashar. Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
Let me see. Ek can move 120. Ek is gonna essentially hover over this, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, the idea is I'm essentially hovering over this right now.
Okay. You do that. Sweet. You hover over the top of that. And then
Yeah, it's a
Finnis, what are you
double
gonna-
movement to get over there.
Finnis, what are you going to do? All right.
I'm going to double move all the way over to here and try to clear that darkness out.
Awesome. Nice.
That's what I'm going to do.
That is super awesome.
Does it clear stuff out if it's already an active effect, or?
Yep. If
Yeah.
any part of the aura overlaps,
This is sunlight he's cast. This isn't just light. This is like
It's such a good spell.
The big light.
that is. I mean, it is devastating. That's awesome.
Angashar is still just outside of the range.
All right. All right. That's awesome. Flander, what are you gonna do?
I'll take a shot with my crossbow.
Is that within range?
Well, yeah.
It's-
What is the range of your hand crossbow? I think I
30
thought
to 120. It's 30 to 120.
Okay, so you're at
That's a-
disadvantage.
Long
Yeah.
range
Okay.
shot. You could move forward 30 and be within range for a close range.
Yeah, that'd probably be better.
Come on, run forward.
Move to here
Get in combat range.
Pitfall trap. Oh no.
and
That's a Pathfinder game.
boom. Oh, I rolled at disadvantage anyway, but
What?
24.
Dang, dude.
All right, you hit 24. Nice. How
Mhm.
much? Do some damage. Kill this thing if you can. Well,
7
I don't know if you can
points.
kill it, but you can.
This one's magical, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
7 points piercing.
Okay.
And if he takes a save for the poison,
He's immune to poison, unfortunately. But
Okay.
but he did take
That's
he did take the 7.
Ours is.
he'll take the damage.
Yeah. Okay.
I did my part.
is Eckankar. That is Flander. Fortuna.
I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
Oh, you're going big time, big school. What
Oh,
are you
boy.
casting?
Guiding bolt.
Nice.
Yes, you're-
Big,
so
big
you
money.
finish the
Come
fight.
on.
Eviscerate him.
Finish this thing up.
Knock it out.
21.
Yeah.
21 will hit. How much damage do you do at 4th level?
Weak. 22. 24. So it's
Whew.
24. Man, that really sucks.
And
Hey,
next.
And you see the staff just go.
It's like Gashar.
Bounces and
Gashar takes his ready
Gashar
to attack action and dives in and catches
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay. Here's what I want. Give me an acrobatics roll. Give me a 10 or higher on your acrobatics.
All right. 24.
Nice. You swing
Yes.
in, catch it before it hits the ground because it is a glass staff.
And he's got the thing that catch projectiles anyways. It makes sense.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. You reach and grab it. As you look out across the field, these weird demonic creatures came flying out of the dark. Right after that strange woman disappeared. You don't know what's going on, but she gave you these weird cups. Before that, you had this issue with Finnis all of a sudden drawing a sword and seeing some image and going crazy. So it was a weird couple days. So as you near the precipice of this world and enter into what is Wave Echo Cave, things are getting kind of weird. Maybe a sign to come. For now, we're going to end for tonight, but we'll pick it up in 2 weeks when we I guarantee reach Wave Echo Cave. That would
We really mean it this time.
I don't promise nothing.
Yeah,
We could just fight each other
The
some
encounter
more.
with Finnis was awesome. I loved it. It
That
just
was-
took a little longer,
that was
and
really
that's
good.
happened.
Oh
And
my
we're having
God.
fun. So,
Those are
Yeah.
Super cool.
Because we
really
did
good.
not kill you.
yeah. So
Well-
thanks. Please like and subscribe. Tell some friends about our channel if you would. I appreciate it.
hit the bell to get notified when we finally die.
Hey, you guys have had this has been a real fun
For
night. It was
whom
a
the
rookie
bell
night.
tolls.
Cheers. I loved it. It was fun. It was much different.
lot of
pace.
good rolls. A lot of good rolls.
You guys did
Mhm.
great. You guys did great.
So now we're
Unfortunately,
gonna suck at Wayback. Okay.
unfortunately, half your rolls were good against each other, but that's okay. All right. You guys have a great night. We're going to see you guys in 2 weeks. Next week, we're going to find out what we're going to do. We're going to do something. I don't know what that is, but we'll do something. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Good night.